Good evening, one and all. It is Wednesday, it's the middle of the working week, and that of course means it is time for us to be jumping in to some more good old Warframe. Welcome on in, everyone. Hope you're doing well where you are around the world. And of course, getting us immediately started off, that was the 5 gifted subs there from Mirror, which Twitch is trying to not show me all of a sudden. What has gone on with this? I think it has broken its own filters. If I do that, well, I know you did it, but it's trying to show me that it didn't happen now. Yep, Twitch brokey. Good thing my OBS recognizes that it happened. Twitch. All the same, thank you very much for gifting those out. It's gone out to Ductile Wheel, to Sparrow WE, to Oligo Freeney, to Salona Amel, and to Chum Godfather? Is that how I'm supposed to pronounce it? I think it is, but there we are. Welcome in, everyone. You're seeing no stream? I mean, everything's looking green to me and people are replying, so yeah, there we are. From Tom, haircare, according to the arbitrary... Oh, sorry, not the arbitrary, just according to arbitrary, the 7th nuke did change somewhere between December 23 and Jan 2024 with no patch noted. Right, fair enough. Well, that's nice. That's nice, sure. Yeah, things do change, and I never know what happens. Have I recovered my 4 AM magic session? In my defense, Esprit, it was not 4 AM. Let me have a look. It will be in the message history. Let me have a quick look here. It was 2:30 in the morning. Thank you very much. 2:30, not 4 AM. I instead stayed up till 4 AM reading tax codes. Because I couldn't sleep. I was a little bit wired on caffeine. Also, this might also be a caffeinated tea. I might be in trouble today. Who knows? 1:30 AM MTG? No, 2:30. 2:30. It's fine. It was fine. Umbra Paradox with a very strange attempt of a command. War coins? I don't think we've ever had that command here. Ever. Not sure what you thought was trying to happen there. No idea on that one. Ductile saying, just finished 7 o'clock video, saw the Twitch notification, couldn't be any more perfect. Yes, indeed, and here it is. There it is. Someone described this as having the Nintendo Switch colours, and now I can't unsee it. Unfortunately, I can't unsee it now. So, yeah. Still, only use that one if someone's jumped at it. Also, the command didn't work properly. Let me fix that. I see what I did there. Hold on, I can refresh and fix that one. So if I just filter, find it, grab it, that. Might have fixed it for the next time, but don't call it unless it's needed. Actually, you know what? Screw that. We're not going to gamble on it. Alright, cool. Alright then. Nintendo Switch Prime, I guess, yeah. Your favourite 4 AM rabbit holes reading into random things? I mean, it wasn't random, it was business relevant, because I am looking to move house in the very near future, and seeing as how that would affect tax implications, because I'll be moving from basically a form of shared accommodations to renting a whole ass house. Not alone, but still not shared accommodations, so it's a change of tax circumstances, and brain went, yeah, let's look into it now. Why not? Let's read through the codes, go through the BIM. Was it 3,000 something? Just don't pay taxes. See, here's the problem with that. 1, no. 2, even if I were to consider that, then you wouldn't have a stream anymore because I'd be in prison, or at the very least, rather screwed on the financial front, and therefore not having the time to stream because I'd need to earn even more money. Because streaming is not exactly the most lucrative now, is it? But still need to pay tax. Still need to pay tax. Yeah. Sev Prime looks like another character you know from a mobile game. Fair enough. Well, Warframe is a mobile game, so I guess that's fitting. Yup. I guess that is fitting. Hello, J Shouts. I'm doing alright today. Hope you're doing well yourself. Fingers crossed you're not Warframing from the toilet this time. Yeah, I don't want to go to prison. I don't think I'd get along there, you know. I like my creature comforts. Esquasia, thank you very much for dropping your Prime over here. And at the same time, Rukari J as well, dropping your Prime. So 2 Prime subs are right up front there. Thank you very much to the 2 of you on that. Much appreciated. Oh. According to Twitch, that is subs 8 and 9 out of today. But I swear I've just seen otherwise the 5 from Mirrorlane. What did I miss? What in the Twitch math is this? Did I miss something? I'm going to have to... Nope, I missed nothing. New subs? Oh, okay. If you resubbed but you don't send the message, that's what it is. You need to share the sub. That's what it is. Okay, so now I know how that works. If someone resubscribes but decides not to share the message or missed the share message button, it vanishes. I think if you refresh the stream, it should pop up again that you have a resub to share. And then you can also type in a message with it.
Hello there.
Oh, and it's been a while since we've heard that one. Thank you very much, LJ, for the 50 bits there. Or should I say, General Kenobi! Thank you.
There we go.
There we go, you found it. Blitzcrank Fight, thank you very much for resubscribing your Prime up onto 2 months. That lovely bronze badge next to your name. Or chocolate badge, as some people like to refer to it. I see it more as a bronze badge. But cheers all the same. I'm going to go through so much appreciative tea before I even get started today, because we've seen Severgoth in action. Last stream, I was trying to figure out exactly what was going on with it, try and put it all together, and in between then and obviously the video that came out today, I did. And that is very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. Very energy intensive, but it gets the job done. So now we can have a look at the other bits and pieces. Did I eat pancakes tonight? Funnily enough, yes I did. We had a little bit of batter left over, and I didn't really want for much else. I had a very good lunch, so yes, I did have pancakes today. Yes. So, let's equip the brand new companion. That is, of course, Nautilus Prime in all its glory. And we're going to need a Verglas Prime, and I'm hoping I'm not going to spend 6 form on it, but we'll see. Does it come with any polarities? 1 dash. Alright. Okay. Well, let's at least... Oops. Click cancel, apparently. Let's upgrade this. There we go. Beautiful stuff. And let's upgrade this. There we go. Beautiful stuff. Alright then. Dare I at least try to copy over the equipment from the existing one? Yeah, let's try it. See what breaks. So if I grab good old normal Nautilus, which is 3 former, so this ain't going to work, but let's try anyway. If I just hit copy... Doesn't want to say I can copy it to Nautilus Prime. Interesting. Interesting. I thought that was a thing you could do. Okay then. I will just... Auto-install? No. No, I'm just going to make sure it's correctly set up so I don't break the stream. Yep, there we are. Alright. Grab a snip of that. There we go. Switch to new Nautilus. See what I can fit in. You link it in chat? Yeah, that's too much effort. I've already got the snip. There we are. This was using Cordon. Enhanced Vitality, which might as well use that depolarity over there. We're using Contagious Bond. Using Manifold Bond. Using Guardian. Using Primed Regen. We might have to go with normal regen for now due to fitting space. Vacuum was on there. There we go. We've got Momentous Bond on the old build. I'm just trusting this is all sensible stuff right now. It's probably not. We had Fired Up on there. Oop, proper Fired Up's going to be over here. And we're out of space for the last one, which is Assault Mode, which is kind of necessary if we're using things like Fired Up. So, what can I drop from here for now? Let's drop the Regen. That'll allow me to slap on Assault Mode for now. And I see what things I need to upgrade there, so I've taken out regen, that's the only thing missing. But yeah. Polyox say, howdy Ken, how's your day? My day's been great. I've got a new video out, all good on that. Hope you're doing well yourself. Salmonator, thank you very much for raiding on in with a party of 80. Welcome in everybody who's coming over from Salmonator stream. Welcome right in, you're at the right part of the stream. We are just getting started. Cheers. Oh. Hope you had a good stream yourself there. I hope you had a good stream yourself. So I had all my builds memorized? Pfft, nope. I finish a build and then I have to just compartmentalize it, put it away because I need to think about the next thing. Straight up. I ain't got time to hold on to all that lot. Just thinking, would that have a positive effect here? Oh, that does hit the 1200 threshold for reinforced bond. That is good to note. That is good to note. And in fact, do I even need a health tank on this? Is a health tank really going to be good for it? I don't think it is. It's like, sure, it gets more hit points out of it, but more shields is usually going to be better for a sentinel. Certainly with that armor. So I'm actually going to go with that. That just seems reasonable. I'm saying, notice you start when I usually end. There we are, it's perfect, isn't it? I have the same experience with a few other streamers as well. There's a few that come online when I go offline. So sometimes it just lines up nicely, doesn't it? Brady's saying, could an unranked assault mode save on capacity? It could, however, there is a problem with that. First of all, it apparently vanishes. Here we... There it is. So, attacks first enemy within 17.5 meters, attacks first enemy within 30 meters. It is one big range difference on that. That really does make a bit of a difference. So as much as we've got the whole scooping together, I like it where it's always able to shoot out to the full range. Besides, the maximum capacity would be saving there would be a couple, we'd get nothing for it. So it's just not worth it. Do I have any fusion cores? Nope, I wasn't playing the game at that time. Wasn't playing at that time. Yeah, they have increased their shields. You're very right, long shot. Hence why I'm swapping that in there. And now the rest of these, we've got this reduces companion abilities. Yeah, that's for Cordon. This one is for spreading the stuff. This one is for giving us a bonus damage. This one is bonus damage. Yeah, we'll go for the offensive Nautilus, which, you know, broke the game so hard they had to cap it. That was fun. Can you get them for sorties? Oh, you want about legendary fusion cores, not fusion cores. Yeah. I might have a legendary rolling around somewhere. Yeah. Fusion cores, just as a thing, were their own thing way back in the day for upgrading mods, and that got done away with in favour of Endo. When did I start Warframe? When Wisp came out, it was around that time. Alright, now for Verglas. Let's see, if I grab just normal Verglas, can I at least copy that build over as much as it will break immediately? Nope. Same process again then. I was kind of curious to see how it would copy over, given what we'd seen happen with a Severgoth setup. But it's fine. It is fine. So, let's have a look here. The dash polarity, I've got 2 dashes on here. One for heat and one for attack speed. We'll go for the attack speed one, just because of the placement of it. Fits in quite nicely. So we're going to want to have Serration, because Serration good for these things. Galvanized chamber ain't a terrible idea. Split chamber is cheaper, but not really enough. We can get into virals. We can afford the heat, and then I'll run out. I did also have a Bane mod in here, and then another heat mod. I might change my mind on how I do that, actually. I might change my mind on that setup. We'll see. Shush, computer. No complaining. Only good stuff. Oh, and I'm being pinged for something I don't need to worry about. Cool. Now, just a reminder for those of you grabbing tickets, because I do see a few more people grabbing tickets than usual here today. So just a quick heads up, today is not the Severgoth Prime Access giveaway, that is on Friday. If you think this is the Friday, well, I'm sorry, you're mistaken, basically. We have got a raffle running today, it's just not for that. Exclamation mark raffle for the details. What's my opinion on the fired up mod? It's good for damage. If you want damage, use it. It takes up a lot of capacity and a lot of space, like a premium bit of space, but yeah, you can use it. Do galvanized mods work on companion weapons? If and only if you've got the stacks on a matching weapon yourself. So if you are using a companion with primary weapon galvanized mods, then you need to stack up your primary weapon galvanized mods yourself for your sentinel to get the bonus. That's my understanding anyway. I haven't extensively tested it to check if they broke anything every time they do an update, but to my last understanding, that's how it works, yeah. That's how it's supposed to work. So yeah. Alright, so these both are going to need a whole bunch of former to get them up to full power. And you know what? I just feel like using Lavos. I just feel like using Lavos. I still haven't renamed the Avzata to anything else, but it's fine. It's fine. Leohart96, subscribe with your tier 1 for the very first time. Welcome into the channel proper. Enjoy your lovely blue sub badge and all the bits and pieces that go with that. Cheers. Cheers indeed. Mochok saying, do you get 250 wrenches after a raid ends? Wrenches? You mean spanners? The channel points on this channel? Because if so, then yes, you get spanners when you join a raid on this channel. When we raid over at the end of a stream somewhere else, you do indeed get some extra spanners, that's all. That's how it works.
Cheers.
Joshin, thank you for subscribing with your Prime as well. Welcome on in. Up on 5 months there. Much appreciated, Joshin. I am seriously going to burn through all of this tea before I've even fired a gun. So let's fire a gun, shall we? We don't need Zedric when we are running Lavos. Let's run Vazarin for the Mending Unity. We got those equipped. They're going to get some stuff. Do I just go into just a Steel Path mission and let Nautilus go ham for a bit? Is that how I start it? Brand new equipment, level 0, drop into Steel Path. I'll go for the lower tier Steel Path, but Steel Path and see what happens. I hope I've modded it correctly. Mirror cheers. Now I'm not using Raw on this setup, which is going to make it less effective. Maybe I should have brought Rhino. Actually, I really probably should have brought Rhino, now I think about it. Oh well.
Life support has been cut off.
Bop.
They're trying to choke you out. Hold on. I'm sending auxiliary life support.
Alright, let's get shooties. I'm just gonna stand here and let it happen. The fire, it spreads, and it is glorious. There we go. Time to get things scooped together, and there goes a wave of boom. Love it. I know that D nerfed the amount of procs that can go out, so I won't go so heavily on the fire rate now. Because we are getting enough procs out, and I want to make sure they actually avoid hitting the cap. Because then we don't get value. I might also look into getting a ribbon for it now, considering there is a prime. Prime stats and all. Might be worth ribboning. But yeah, so far I haven't shot anything. I've got 100 kills. Wouldn't that mean critical delay on Verglas? That would depend on what its crit stats are, and that I would need to look at further. It may be an option, it may end up being a damage waste. Because as much as there is the 100 cap on spreading status effects, that's only per spread, not on the target. We can still get some decent spread. Yeah, I did hear that the Verglas Prime came out with the wrong disposition, which, you know, I'm not going to complain about. I am not going to complain about it. It could be that D are trialing bringing out things with a more appropriate disposition, seeing as they've switched over to a plan of not nerfing dispositions. So they might be trialing that. Who knows? Or it could be a genuine mistake. Yes, Raw would buff the companion here, which would do a lot of work. It's why I suggested Rhino originally for the setup. Deve confirmed that companion weapons are fire dispo. Did they confirm for this specifically? How does my health not drop? Because I'm using a very, very tanky Lavos. with a health regenerating arcane. And I've got my melee out, which is blocking shots too when someone shoots me. Okay, extreme, yeah. Good to know, good to know. Now, my combined damage reduction here is a little bit redonkulous, to be honest, because I've got Eclipse on it as well. So I've got Adaptation, Eclipse, Armor, a lot. How do melee incarnates work? You build up the appropriate amount of combo, then you heavy attack, and that activates the incarnate mode for a fixed amount of time. Simply that. We will see in Rally. I don't imagine that the rim disposition for Verglas has any reason to go lots higher than it already is. Or, sorry, lots lower. I don't imagine this is exactly what we'd call overpowered. I'm getting kills, don't get me wrong. Kills without attacking. But I'm not even 100 kpm at the moment. Granted, it's not a full setup, but it's not 100 kpm. As we get more and more Xmas to spawn, then things could get a little bit more interesting, because that will add more and more elements to my damage output. If it attacks the right thing. Come on. Come on, I put it right in front of you. Come on, you can do it. There we are, we've got a little bit of a dishwasher effect going on. Beautiful. You'd love for ribbons to only improve except in extreme cases? Well, that's what happens. D specifically changed to that mantra. They said they wanted to stop reducing the dispositions of ribbons while they could. Nautilus is close to going down here, which is a slight problem. It's a slight problem. Kind of hoping for some health orb drops, but maybe they're not popping out right now. That's where I suppose Synth Deconstruct would help out, to help keep Nautilus alive. That is weird, Zom, yeah. Hellstrom lower disposition than Verglas and Verglas Prime, go figure. I suppose more people maybe use their companions for support rather than offense. It's still odd. 5 minutes, 400 kills. Honestly, for a Sentinel only, not bad. Weirdly, Nautilus is at 288,000 affinity, but Verglas Prime is only at 19,000. That shows how many kills are coming from the Bond mod rather than from Verglas. That is insane. Like, that really illuminates just how powerful that Bond mod is here. How much work it's doing. 15 times more affinity to Nautilus than to the weapon. Woo! That is a big difference. And it means that Verglas is not going to level up very quickly. So let's see, if I start contributing, switch up my full damage, add in electric. If I do my bit now, can I get lots more affinity onto that? Is the question. Now, granted, I think I'm on the heavy attack Kratos still, so this is not going to be great. Well, I can just heavy attack this guy. 12 million damage, sure, why not? I mean, that's already given us 50% more than it had. So, yeah, that's helping. What are you doing in there, Xmas? Get out of the corner. It's embarrassing. Okay. Apparently I had transference interference. That was weird. The black rectangles? Yeah, you know, just A little bit of 2001 Space Odyssey popping out of nowhere. I got censored? Ah, is that what it is? Yeah. It was just too damn good for Twitch viewing. Downright pornographic, the level of gore in this. How are we doing now? I mean, it's gaining stats, that's what we need, so I'll just keep doing it. It works, keep doing it. The Incarnon ran out, so I'm going to recharge that because it gave attack speed, which actually makes the heavy attack unwind faster. There we go. I think I was too slow on activating that. There we go.
Critical life support levels. Extraction is your best option.
How are we doing? Okay, not a lot. And I am currently not getting enough kills to maintain life support because I'm basically just screwing around, I'll be honest with you. I should probably go get some more if I want to do it in one mission. Oh, I didn't realise the life support was 3 rooms away. Okay, well that's going to run out. Yep. My bad, I didn't actually pay attention to how far away it was going to be. Oh well. Leveled up Nautilus entirely, just not Verglas. That's fine. We'll come back a Rhino, and then we'll have no problems whatsoever.
What you have learned here will serve you well.
Ta-da! Or Oracle Tales as well. Sure, why not? Alright. Time for former number 1 into Nautilus. And look at the drains here. I think the V polarity is going to give us the biggest bang for buck. So let's slap that straight into there. Jobs are good. It gives us 5 capacity to work with. Is there anything for 5 worth even using? That, but it heals me. I don't need the healing. That shields me, but I don't need that. And nothing else really fits it. There might be the option for a 6 drain. Nah, that's not going to work. There's nothing to slap in right now I care about, so I'll just leave it empty. We'll get there. Rhino. Super Sentinel. Oh yes. Allies in range gain the bonus. Beautiful, beautiful. So we got the raw bonus, we got the thermal sun bonus, iron skin for staying alive. That'll do the trick. That'll do the trick. And go Zerix, we got more casts, to be certain. I'm glad I entertained you, Ellie. Alright. Let's give it another run. Let's see how much stronger we can make the Verglas with this. Or will it still just all go to the Bond mod? Who knows?
These foes deserve your respect. Honor them with quick
Buff.
deaths.
Second buff.
With your victory.
Buff. 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 All the buffs. Was that 3 levels? It was indeed.
They're trying to choke you out. Hold on.
Iron skin.
Auxiliary life support.
Okay, that's good. That is the right kind of good right there. And if I add a little bit of that, that should help reduce the cooldown. So we have more of a dishwasher effect. Oop, iron skin up. Yeah. Iron skin. I think down here is probably going to be a good spot to get them all grouped up. No, over this side, over this side. That should get a good pulling range. Let's re-up the buffs. Paint them all a little bit so we get loads of status effects, which will then trigger lots of uses. That guy over there is somehow staying out of the way. Can't be having that now. All that life spawn up there. Beautiful. Is it true that the new Lure survivals have big mob density Nova survivals? I don't know, I've not measured it. What's the dishwasher effect? Basically just scooping them all up and then cleaning the place of all this gritty and muck. I don't know why exactly I refer to it as a dishwasher, but it is. That's what it is now. We're on 261 kills. Oh, that's nice. That is real nice. Let's keep the buffs going.
We Terran always collect our debts.
Oh, you want to give me more enemies to shoot at? Go right ahead. Spawn in. Go off, I guess. And they're dead. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Let's go grab some of that over there. Thank you very much. Didn't need it. Grabbing it anyway. We're currently about 160, 170, no, about 180 kpm, isn't it? Iron skin back up. Give me a little bit of painting. I could shoot more. Honestly, just a little bit of status painting is doing the job. Yeah. Oh, re-up that buff. I feel like they're getting a bit stuck up there. Maybe this would be a better spot. Except for, you know, when I get smacked by that. Am I going to make a video about this? I've already made a video about this. In fact, I made a video about it so enticing D nerfed it. This is post-nerf. Yeah. It's not so much Nautilus as it is the yeah, it's the Bond mod that really cooks it. I mean, Nautilus are doing a lot of work for it, don't get me wrong, it's just, yeah. The Bond is the full send. Come on, shoot. There it is. Oh, there it is. That's a beautiful chain. Oh, so good. So good. Come on, shoot him down. That's it. I might have put assault mode in the wrong spot. I'll have to double check. No, I think it was fine. Why do Archon hunts feel harder than Steel Path? I don't know, honestly. Maybe you're not used to fighting sentients? They do have some quirks. Yo.
15 months? Feels like just yesterday I was getting my first interruption in. Let's continue the trend, why don't we?
Why don't you indeed? Absolutely. Betty, Diabetic Coma 307 with a 15-month resub. Thank you very much, my dude. Much appreciated. Oh. Cheers indeed. I'm just saying now, destroy the sentients on Lure. That's the thing, you're only dealing with a couple sentients at a time on Lure. Only a couple. Whereas in Archon hunts, you're dealing with a whole bunch and different varieties. So that could be what's throwing you off there. Or maybe you just suck it, who knows. Free up those buffs. Current kill rate. Yeah, we're about to hit the 5-minute mark. And if we get... Can we just about get to 900? Oh, not quite 900. So not quite the 180 kills per minute. But this is an insane kill rate. Alright, granted a very buffed companion. But it's a buffed companion. This is a genuinely insane kill rate. Now granted I have also got a very nice tile. I've also noticed that my life support has gone down a bit. Have I been a little bit careless on picking up the life supports? Oh, they're all here, that's why. Found them! Found all the life support, we're good now. What are we testing today? Currently leveling up Nautilus and Verglas Prime. Ouch. Which are now both max ranked. Well, I should probably just head out then. Look at that, I've more than max ranked Nautilus Prime in a basic survival mission. Oh. How's the bond effect spreading all the way out there? Chain effect. One dies, passes to the next, passes to the next, passes to the next. You get a group of enemies, and it just keeps on spreading, spreading, spreading. Do I have a former on either of them? There was one former so far on Nautilus. And that didn't actually give us any new mods. So basically this is 0 former at the moment. With a well-invested Rhino, don't forget. But mostly 0 former. I wasn't even using Zenric Strength Boost. Except right at the very start, so that's completely expired.
Well, good dance on.
Yeah.
I've come back for my throne. And I believe the asking price for a new Wu is 2,000 bits.
Betsy! It's not even October. What? Okay. Fine. I see how it is. I see how it is. Thank you very much for the 2,500 bits. And as you rightly pointed out, we did agree on 2,000 bits for that particular word, which means you put the wrong number there. So technically, I suppose, I can't... Ooh, I'm sure you enjoyed that, didn't you? Yes.
Worth.
I'm sure it was worth. Thank you very much for the additional 100 bits, prideful bits no less, just to really drive it home. Thank you. You see Ken Soul leave his body? At least I'm not in a maid outfit this time. Yeah. At least I'm not in a maid outfit. Also, get on for the hydrate, cheers. You have the stream on in the background, what did you just hear? Glorious audio sensory destruction, that's what it was, yes. Is someone in a maid outfit yet? I don't know what you expect's going to happen, but like I said, it's certainly not October. There ain't no charity fundraiser going on right now, at least not that I'm aware of. So, naughty, 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 let's give you another former. Previously we needed the regen to go there, so... Yeah, prime regen is nice, because if Nautilus goes down, I don't want to be waiting a whole minute for it to come back. This takes a huge amount of time off it, and then it means that this can bring it back very quickly with a couple extra skills. Lady was saying, QTCC last year was a banger, how am I going to even top that? Eh? I mean, there's opportunity for other creators to step up to the plate and, you know, have their moment to shine. It doesn't always have to be us. I will do my part, but I didn't expect us to do as well as we did even just last year. So as and when QTCC rolls around again, and for those of you who don't know, that is the October Quest to Conquer Cancer. It's a charity fundraiser which DE and lots of creators get involved with, and I got involved with for the first time last year. That we happened to raise $6,000 for the charity that month. That was insane. I didn't expect a fraction of that, so again, this year I'm not going to expect even a fraction of that. It would be unfair and unreasonable to expect it. One can hope, but not expect or demand it. Yeah. So, Bond. Now, we've already got a V-Polarity, and V-Polarities aren't the best for Sentinels in general. I know we've got a couple Bond mods doing it, but they don't give you the grandest of flexibility. D-Polarities, however, defensive mods are often very nice to have. So I am going to slap another D polarity on this one, right over the manifold bond. Should give me the greatest flexibility on using this later, and that is a perfect capacity. 2 former, completely modded as far as I'm concerned. Third King saying, question on Maduro. The Phoenix Talon says physical damage and operator damage increase. Is that just weapon damage and melee? Yes, that should be your weapons. So primary, secondary, melee, and then your operator amp. It shouldn't affect your abilities, no. Doctor say just 6k raise. Dino 5k. I mean, I can see if I can find the original QTCC link. Is it still up and running? Does it? No. They're onto their 2024 stuff now, so the old info's gone. Yeah. But I do remember we kind of absolutely slapped it out of the park. Like, not even slightly, completely out. Does it work with slash procs? I don't see any reason it should, no. Slash procs are not physical damage. So no, it shouldn't work for that. Does Naramon passive affect just IPs? Naramon passive? None of these have anything to do with any type of damage. And there's, yeah, none of those passives. The other one you're looking at. Well, physical damage means IBs, yes. So, yes. Absolutely that. As we say, granted a third of the funds were from Ray. I don't know if it's a third. Ray did drop a full 1,000. Like, outright at one point. But I don't think he dropped total 2k, no. I don't recall that. There was a lot of support from a lot of people, though. Absolutely. Can you show Glaive Prime build real quick? Sure, why not? What are people getting tickets for? They're getting it for the raffle. Exclamation mark raffle for the details on that, Dragon. So this is my go-to glaive setup that I have. It's got toxin damage, which is brilliant for dealing with the corpus whilst going straight past their shields. It's got life strike, so I can heal off of it. Straight up heavy attack approach. Just gets the job done, really. Just gets the job done. Yup. Alright, so Verglas now needs to have a former slapped into it, and that former can go straight over that, because that is a huge expense right there. There we go. Now look at these crit stats here. That's where I'm going to start have to make a proper consideration, because if I, for example, were to use critical delay here, I'm not going to consider the fire rate aspect, I'm just going to consider the potential damage output per hit. If I were to put on critical delay, this would go up from a 14% to a 42% critical chance. Whereas instead of that, I could put on somewhere along here, thermite rounds. I could put on that. Now, Fired Up, which is the Sentinel mod that's also applying to this. I don't remember off the top of my head exactly how that works, because if I recall it was a bit funky before. Is it additive? Fired Up has been improved and simplified. It requires settle to... I think it is just additive like a heat mod. It would make sense if it is. It might not be, but I think it is. So, taking that into account, fire up acting at 100%. Let's go through. As I've said, wasn't your OG goal $1,500? Sorry, $1,000. Then you made the stretch goal as $2,500. So you said, screw it. Made the recyclable. I set the original goal at 1,000, and then in light of what happened, I set a series of repeatable stretch goals that repeated every 1,500. Yeah. In light of just the original goal being obliterated, and I did not have the opportunity to make anything more advanced at that time. So, let's run these numbers through before I get distracted too much on this. So, element-wise, we got 60, 60, 90, and 100. 1 plus 0.6, plus 0.6, plus 0.9, plus 1. Multiplied by... now, if I'm doing that, I'll be doing that with the critical delay crits. That'll be 1 plus 0.42 times 1.2. So that gives me an effectiveness score of 6.1664. Alternatively, I could buff the heat more rather than the crit. This would give me... an effectiveness score of only 5.4896. So that is noticeably lower. So the crit would be more powerful than a heat mod there. Good to know. I could instead go for Vigilante Armaments, giving us multi-shot over multi-shot improvement there. Let's run through the same. So, multi-shot, assuming this is not stacked up. So we're just running on the 1.8. I have 1.8 multiplied by the full crit effect, which would be a 2.7. Or I could have Vigilante Armaments. I mean, it's 2.4 multiplied by this, which comes out to 2.8. But if this is stacked up, giving us a total of 3.3 multi-shot, the crit mod comes out better again. Companions can't stack the Galvanized mod themselves, but they can get the benefit of it on your own weapon. So if I have this on my rifle, and I get kills with my rifle, this is stacked as well. Because it's the same mod. Apparently that's how it works. Mr. Fox with a question about Verglas. Have I tried making it into a portable Glaxion with Shivering Contagion? What's your thoughts on using Verglas as a freeze ray rather than a kill ray? You can use it as a freeze ray if you want to. Let's see here. So on cold status effect, a percent chance, I think it goes all the way up to 100, to spread that to other enemies within 6 meters. I think that increases. I haven't actually leveled up this mod yet. Nope, it's just 6 meters. 6 meters is not a very high range, so you would need to already have scooped up the enemies for it to be particularly worthwhile, I'd say. 6 meters just doesn't go that far, and so you can use it for that. You absolutely can. A status primer Verglas is far from unheard of, but it's still only 6 meters. It's still only 6. Take your pick. Then you can use that as a corrosive cold, and that will absolutely shut down a lot of enemies. Yeah, it's an option. It's an option. Use it with Dirigo and Duplex. I could see the value in that, yeah. Once you got Duplex in the mix, and so your Sentinels are off flying away from you, you massively increase your effective radius or effective area. So I can fully see the value there. Alright, at the moment, not got the mod space to put in more of the valuable mods we want to go for here. So for the meantime, leave it as is. But critical delay can go into here, and if we're going to go for critical delay, if it's already a benefit, then we might as well go for the crit damage too. Our Vital Sense. That's curious. Did they fix galvanized mods working on Sentinels? I don't know when it was supposedly broken, but yes, so long as you get the stack on it, not your companion.
Hey ho,
you need to get the
just
stack.
2 more months till I hit the 3 years.
Blimey, Adam Malik, that is a very long amount of support right there, absolutely. Thank you very much, 34 months supporting the channel. Much appreciated. Cheers. Does an item despawn if you don't pick it up whilst farming? Yes, you have 5 minutes to pick up any item, otherwise it will vanish. There may be some exceptions out there, but by and large it's 5 minutes. Reason being is otherwise there was some crazy abuse that could be done with it. I won't go into details because it's gone, so yeah. Alright, with these changes, let's go level them up again, and this might be a little bit more impressive. No, this shouldn't be any more impressive right now. It should be the same. Can I remind you what Fired Up does? Gives me heat damage. Just adds heat. As Vice Assassin's not 3 minutes? Like, if other things have a different timer, that's a specific exclusion. I'm not going to start memorizing and listing off every specific exclusion under the sun, so if you're curious, if you don't actually know if it's 3 minutes, check the wiki. You may be right, I don't know.
Just shut down all systems. I'm sending life support capsules.
This is one thing that does come up with surprising frequency, is I'm not actually a Wikipedia. I don't memorize this game. I'm just a little bit good at playing it is all. There we are. Starting to get an effect. Let's get away from that stairwell. This might be an interesting room to hold. We've got no real blocking terrain here. So this should make for a good grouping location. Like that. What do I memorize? All the cool rocks? I memorize whatever my brain holds on to, quite frankly. It's not like I'm studying for an exam. I'm not doing some rote memorization test. My god, that chain effect just went all the way down. It's still going! It's still going! It's still going! The chain effect got all the way down there. Oh my god. Oh, that was disgusting. Granted, it's only a couple enemies at a time, but... Woo! Oh! I guess that's gas electric? That was just heat? That was heat viral. There wasn't gas or electric at the time. We hadn't killed an Xmas. Now we have, so we got some toxin it seems. But that's still not gas electric. We just had strong enough procs. They were just stepping down the line. Let's charge up the Xmas unit. Doing that gives us a new element. That's going to increase our likelihood of spread. What element do Jade ones give? What do you mean, what element do they give, Ladybug? Xmas don't give elements. I really don't know what mechanic you might have misinterpreted there. Verglas ruins are 800 to 1000 plat. I am not surprised. Is Gauss good for Steel Path? Yes. What does Thermal Sunder do exactly? Here I'm using it with Thermal Transfer, and what that's doing is adding a bunch of elemental power to my allies. Nautilus is my ally. So you can see the trail coming off its tail there. That is its buff from that as well. And then the glow on it is the raw buff. Come on. Get another chain reaction. You can do it. There it is. Come on, stack it up. Stack it up. Make it good. There we go. All good, Ladybug. All good. I can see why you thought it was specific elements per Xmas, given that they are pretty elemental. It would have made sense. Oop, iron skin. If I stand over this side, the ones coming from that side should come a little bit more around the corner. Ah, dodge that. No! Nautilus! You monster! Oh, I hate life sport. Arcanon's a bit crazy? They can be, yeah. What type of weapon is Verglas? It's a companion weapon which acts as a primary rifle beam. Re-upping buffs. A little bit more over here. Let's try this spot. Ah, that's just beautiful to see. Not the best cascade, but it's still beautiful. 5 minutes, 684 kills. Not actually what I was looking for. That's lower than expected. Maybe this tile was not the one. Does it Rhino have an orbit to increase armor? Doesn't matter to us here. And the guy made you realise stat stick isn't a priming melee? Hey, well, fair enough then. Glad I could help you learn something. The game is full of weird terms, and then you get the community-based stuff. Like, what chance does anyone really stand to understand it if you're not explicitly told it? Are there any more life sports hiding around? Yep, there they are. Want to grab those. It's awkward if we don't pick them up. Might be some out this way. Unlikely, but nope. There's a bunch. Okay. It just shows how far this chain effect can go. Alright, you, please, preferably die. Thank you. Oh, wow, that was... A lot of things just perished right there. I think part of it is, yeah, my Glaxian is building Blast at the moment. So I'm creating Blast chain effects as well. Which is also kind of leeching from Nautilus. That might be part of the problem here. Do I play any other games besides Warframe? Yeah, a few. Most Fridays we'll do a non-Warframe stream. For specifically that reason. Come on, Nautilus. There it is! Oh! Another beautiful one. Looks like we got gas at the moment as well, so that could be shiny. Is that gas and electric? Oh, God. Oh, these poor, poor Grenier. They don't know what's going to hit them. There they go. Re-up all the buffs. And this buff. Beautiful kills, this time without killing your PC. Yeah. I mean, what we're seeing here is that the status cap isn't ruining the setup. It still gets kills done. It doesn't have quite the same stopping power, but that could be because I'm using heat rather than electric. I could build into electric instead. Can I have that back, please? Thank you. That is not your gun, that is my gun. Do not touch my gun. Boom! Yeah. Yeah, can be quite satisfied with this. Now, Verglas itself is not gaining much in the way of ranks here. Again. Does Momentous Bond work if you kill the Xmas or anything else? If I kill it as well, works. So I can do that. Helps speed things along. There's an appropriate weapon for it. And now Nautilus has got a couple stacks of it. Let's see, oh, I was going to see what damage types it's applying, but everything just died. I'm trying to... Nope. Nope. Couldn't read it in time. I think I saw corrosive in there. And gas? Yeah, there's definitely gas in there. We can see the gas. We've got corrosive and gas at least applied at the moment, neither of which I brought.
First place. It has been a while since I've done this.
Automatic, thank you very much for the 2,601 bits. Very specifically taking that first place from Betsy. You monster, thank you very much for that. What would be the best elements on the Tenet Galaxian? Honestly, magnetic is a very good one to have. It's such a status output weapon already. You probably don't want it to be interfering with status going on because it's already got innate cold. And magnetic is just a nice one these days. So yeah, magnetic. Betsy, thank you very much for 100 bits. There we go.
You mere mortal cannot beat me.
Addy, thank you for the 100 bits. Okay, it has been a while since these two have been at it. It has been a hot minute. They're having a bit of fun, guys. Leave them to it. Opening up. Is this... Come on, Nautilus. There... Oh god, my screen. It's just a mess of colours and death. It's beautiful. It's glorious.
The longer you fight, the more successful we will be.
So yes, effects go pop. That they do. If you split up the bits, but in the same message, it's still counted as one bit thing, by the way, for the bot. So if you did want it to go pop, 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 you'd have to do bit message, bit message, bit message, bit message. Just a thing. Hype Train when? Hype Train's actually on cooldown at the moment, so these two are just having fun. These two are straight up just having fun. Betty, thanks for the 100. Addy, thanks for the 100. And I'm just walking around letting Verglas Nautilus do everything it can. Just vibing. Let's add some raw to that. I think I killed that with the ability. Oops. That's not even supposed to happen. That just, yeah, took place. Verglas is up to rank 24. I've had 1.2 million affinity on Nautilus itself.
I win. Rest now.
Betty, thank you very much for the 2,000 bits right there. And no request with it. Not one acolyte so far? No, actually, there's not been an acolyte. If I kill some stuff.
Do you really believe that?
Betsy, sorry, Addy, thank you very much for the 2,000 bits. Yeah, if I start getting kills, then we'll see an acolyte spawn.
Yeah, I'm just that cool.
Is the damage from slamming on your ASK drive slam based on power strength? I have no idea on that one.
No.
Thank you both of you for another 100 each. I mean, it's certainly going to make it a little bit easier, SB, I suppose, yeah. I can get the fancy moving company with insurance and an actual driver's license. That'd be great.
Riveting stream with us here, huh?
It is, Betsy, yes. Thank you for adding to the entertainment factor of it all. Could you get some help in leveling up your mastery rank? You level weapons, warframes, companions, complete missions, and gain intrinsics from Railjack and Duviri. That's how you level up your mastery. Surprisingly, I've not had an acolyte spawn, but we are on Steel Path and I've got some kills, and it still didn't cause one to spawn. I think I've broken the acolyte spawns. Oh, no, here we go. I finally got a kill at the triggering moment. There we are. It's just companion kills can't trigger an acolyte. Hello, Acolyte. How you doing? Oh shit, it's violence. Nope. 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 I'll just happily stay away from him until his silence runs out. There we go. Now violence is cooking. Oh, look at it. It's beautiful. There we are. Addy, thanks for the 100 bits there. I see what you're saying, Dark Jester. It's up to them to ask for it. What's my YouTube again? The Kengineer. Exclamation mark YouTube for the link. Surprisingly easy to find. There may be creators that have very, very different names on YouTube and on Twitch. Those creators might be making a serious mistake, but I'm not one of them. Is it Contagious Bond shenanigans? It is, yes. Whilst just casually leveling up Nautilus Verglas. We're almost at level 30 Verglas. I haven't up to those buffs in a while. Let's get those up again. No! Nautilus! No! Must fix. Must revive. Oh, it's back. Okay. Everything's fine. That'll do.
Always forget how committed Addy is.
I mean, Addy is pretty damn committed. Yeah, you're very right there, Betty. And thank you for the 100 bits. Necromantic enemies in Sanctum. Which faction are they? What elements are they weak against? In Sanctum Anatomica, they are part of the Murmur faction. So they'll be weak to the same stuff as Murmur.
Easy
Electric radiation. But 15 minutes in, 2,000 kills. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Addy again claiming first place. I'm just going to run from the beam. Come on, Verglas. Nautilus. I keep referring to it as its weapon. I promise, you're more to me than just a weapon. Yo, Moon! Thank you very much for dropping your sub over here. Another tier 1 at 18 months. Cheers indeed, my dude. Much appreciated.
Oh, congrats, Smugman.
Thank you, Betty. For another 100 bitties there. Can Verglas trigger Tenacious Bonds? For that, you would need to have 50% crit chance on Verglas. Verglas Prime, I'm told, with a Riven can reach it. I need to see, but those Rivens are damn expensive. You will not get that Riven cheap. Not now, not ever. Do I think Vex Armor is enough to tank Arkham Boreal? Depends on the entire rest of the setup. Let's be real. Vex Armor alone is just an ability. Have we finished leveling Verglas? Yes, we have. I kind of want 2 million Infinity on Nautilus. I'm going to stay till 2 million. It's only another 50k.
We both know how this will end.
For God's sake, guys. Thank you again for the bits. I'm really not sure where this came from, but okay. Not quite 2 million. 20k more to go. Ah! Nautilus, no! You monster! I was using that thing. Snap his neck. Oh, do I not have the thing on that? Snapping his neck brings him back faster.
I mean,
Oops.
yeah, but I'm committed at this point.
There we go. Now it's back. There we are. Any Realtech experiments? Not sure what experiment you'll be looking for, really. Other than now, do you fix the markers on it? Oop, don't fall off the map.
I know you are, but Simon.
There we are. 2 mil. Goodness gracious. Thank you again, both of you, for the 100 bits each. I've lost track of who's actually in first place. How do you get so much shield? That's Iron Skin's Overguard. And 11,000 Overguard is really not that much. You can get a lot with Rhino in the right circumstances.
A valuable lesson.
There we go. That's a... This may not be the quickest way to rank it up, but it's the funniest way.
I think
Just let it do
first
itself.
might be irrelevant at this point, Lamau.
It's funny you say first might be irrelevant when someone keeps on challenging you for it, but sure. How long do I often stream normally? I usually do 3-hour streams, 7 till 10 UK time.
Maybe
Why do I have
it is,
inbox messages?
Maybe not.
Of course, Mirrorlabe. Why did I even ask? Mirrorlabe, thank you for the 30-day resource booster. I think I know what the other 3 are now. Yep, 30-day resource drop chance booster. A 30-day affinity booster. And let's see, has Mirrorlabe mixed it up? Is it a stug? Thank fuck it's not a stug. A 30-day credit booster. Yay! Re-up in the boosters. Thank you very much for that there, Mirrorlabe.
Can't even interrupt Ken at
Boom,
this
boom, boom.
point. He's numb to us XD.
I'm not numb to you, I'm still here. Once again, thank you for the 100 on each of you. Don't give Mirrorlabe more ideas. Mirrorlabe will always have ideas. I can't stop Mirrorlabe's ideas. Don't go begging for boosters, guys. Come on now. If Mirrorlabe chooses to offer it out, Mirrorlabe can choose to offer it out. But don't beg for boosters. We don't want to turn this into a chat for
let's
beggars.
see how
That's
long
just
this keeps
sad.
going.
I hope you didn't intend to research anything related to resource drops for the next month. Thankfully, Ladybug, I've already done that research. Because if I hadn't, the boosters Mirrorlabe gave me would have been problematic for the Void Rig farm. But thankfully, I'd already done that research. Thankfully, already done it.
Not much longer. One small push left Lamau. GG though.
Betty, thanks for the 100 there. Not Pascal saying, do we know when the latest update will be out? The latest update? Well, that'll be the one that's come out. But when the next one is, I forget the timing, I'll be
Well
honest.
thought.
This year, but I forget when. Automatic, thank you for the 100 bits on that. I think Betty waving the flag with 5 prideful bits there might be conceding the spot now. Maybe. Oh. Blitzcrank fight? Cheers. Oh, for goodness sake. Are you guys actually fighting over 5 bits of first place? Yes, you are. Right. Lots of fruit today? Is that what you're calling yourself? I see. Yeah, the night wave is coming to an end. There is that. Oh god, that was a big roll. So this is ending in less than 6 days now. I don't know if that's going to be connected to another significant update itself, though. The Angelic say the gifts around here to you from bits to resource boosters just show how much your community likes you. I think it does, yes. I think it does. Because this is one thing I've wanted right from the start of being a content creator. It's to only have a solid community. I would rather have a small and brilliant community rather than having a large one full of people throwing out the most unhinged and unwelcome comments. Absolutely. In fact, the stream just the other day, if anything, would be evidence of that, because even, well, not in spite of, but completely disconnected from, for example, Mirrorlabe's contributions to the stream, it doesn't matter how much you may be a contributor. You could be number 1 on the leaderboard for gift subs, you could be number 1 on bits or tips, you could be number 1 for basically anything in terms of support of this community. But if someone were to undermine the actual nature of the community to try and be a problem, can't buy your way out of that. And that leads to this community being just so solid. I love it. Never seen Prestige tier in Nightwave. How do you unlock it? You don't unlock it. You don't. You just keep going. You hit 30 and then it's just creds. It's just creds after that. And I managed to spend all of mine because, well, let's face it, they're not going to be useful in a week's time, are they? They were saying this cozy community, it takes effort to maintain. It does take effort. We have got some good moderators as well supporting the channel both here on Twitch and over on the Discord. There is not a single week that goes by without mods having to step in on the Discord in various ways, there is always something happening that the mods are keeping an eye on. And it's how we keep this community in a good spot. Whether it's dealing with spam bots, whether it's dealing with people trying to promote their AI-generated artwork, whether it is someone deciding to just become a troll, and kind of reminding them, this ain't the community for that. Absolutely. It does help, true. Yeah, GSB Spider saying Warframe has the least toxic community of pretty much any game, and that is very true. That really helps out. If this were, say, a League of Legends stream, let's not think about that. Looking at this, I think honestly we don't need to do anything more with this one. This is 2 formers, and we've got every mod I want on it. We could go for the Tenacious Bond, but I don't use Nautilus to be an all-in-one. If I'm using Nautilus, I'm using it for cordon, fired up, momentum, contagious, manifold, obliteration. This is what Nautilus is for. Its railjack effect is meh. It's got such a tiny range, it doesn't matter to me. So, it's a cordon sentinel, and if you're cordoning, you're using it either because you've got your own obliteration 9000, in which case you wouldn't be using some of these mods anyway, or it's doing the obliteration, in which case Tenacious isn't necessary. Because Nautilus isn't aiming for the headshot kills, and if it is, well, it doesn't need to recover itself. We don't need the final crit multiplier when we're just being a support. Yeah. Am I going to put out a new video about this, or is this just for fun? I've already done a video on this game, that's the thing. I didn't do it about Nautilus specifically, I did it about, what was it? Contagious Bond. And it was Contagious Bond that absolutely sent it. Nautilus is just the way to get the most value out of it. So this spreading the status, this stacking the enemies, I already did the video. De-nerfed how it used to be, because it was so damn good, it was crashing the game. Tens of thousands of status effects. So I could put out a rehash video on it, but like, is it necessary? How long ago did I do that one? Let me just load that real quickly. I put out that video, it was 8 months ago. Am I really the kind of creator that basically redoes a video in less than 9 months? Malahawk saying, did you tying the fired up reaction to Frost Verglas? Does the cold first proc and then heat, wonder if primary frostbite is still worth? I'm not sure I'm following. I'm really not sure I'm following on that, sorry Manaholic. My understanding is that fired up adds to the normal weapon setup. Actually, let's test that. Let's test that real quick. If we just grab this here, I've got a cold setup. Do I land cold procs, heat procs, or blast procs? Let's just quickly check.
The multitude of creatures you have immortalized.
What I think about the Archditran Slam meta? Hey, go off, have fun. Absolutely. Use it with Wukong, use it with Volt, use it with something else with a bunch of attack speed. Live your best life. If I just grab a bunch of these real quick. Okie dokie. Yeah, that's Blast Procs. One little bit of cold got in there, but as soon as fired up turns on, it's just blast. So it is combining with the cold on the weapon. We don't get heat procs this way. Which is a little bit of a problem for actually, you know, getting kills. Do I have Frost Primary on my weapon? Do I have Primary Frostbite? Actually, yes. Yes, I do. Because I'm running a Cold Corrosive Tenic Galaxian. So yes, yes I do. Does it give me one stack of it, I guess you're asking? Oh, it's not going to trigger now. They're all unalerted. Yes, I got one singular stack of it. Woo! Yeah. Betsy, thank you very much for dropping around. Saying, Betsy saying, gonna go for the day, y'all have fun, and throw money at Ken responsibly if you do. Emphasis on responsibly, yes. Do I have a good Dante build? I have a Dante guide. Got you covered, dude. Exclamation mark Dante. Check him out. Slam Meta, thought it was melee influencing. What people are on about is something like this. Just make sure this is the right approach. Melee influence does help it out, but it's not strictly necessary. It's that. I'm still just swinging them, they're already all gone. Yeah. Yeah. Basically no setup, and that wasn't even Nautilus helping out because it's currently set to a little bit of Epoxy Blast. That was just run in, slam dead. Yeah. Could Nautilus take Rifle Elementalist? Good question. Nautilus can't. Verglas, probably. Yep, there it is. Punch through and status damage. Ooh. Okay. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. I know that crits are definitely something we could do as well, but I might just offload that to Rivening because... And that will multiply with faction. Ew. That was not a pun, Zom. That was not a pun. That's just being excited. Can I elaborate a bit on how you learn to mod equipment properly? Through research, experimentation, and listening to people who come before me. Pretty much. That's how I learned to mod it. And then what I learned along the way was things like how the damage equation works. How different mods affect different stats, and effectively, different stats multiply, whereas mods for the same stat add. Usually you want to cross multiple stats rather than focus on singular ones, at least where available. Beyond that, it's experimentation and understanding the damage calculation to figure out what's going to be better. Like earlier, comparing a heat mod to a crit bonus on such a small crit chance, which comes out better. Yeah. Weird Kid saying, swear viral only increased non-viral damage to health. Was that ever a thing? Nope. Nope. Just nope. Never. Old viral, way back in the day, was enemy health instantly halved. So you could kill them faster. Then when there was the status overhaul to make it where you could apply more than one status, it became enemies take more damage to health based on number of procs. That's it. Yeah. Do I have a guide on how to learn the math of the game? Honestly, dude, it sounds like you really should be checking out my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Or head on over to !catalog, because I know that YouTube is a bastard to search. So if you go to !catalog, that'll lead you to my website directly, or you can just go thekengineer.com. In the catalog there, you not only have a easy to navigate list of all the frames to see, oh, has Ken done a video on this particular frame? Yes or no? What kind of video? But then below that are all the non-frame videos in their own categories, so you can quickly leaf through, find what you want to find. It is stupidly easy to have a look at. If I quickly bring this up here, just to make sure I don't accidentally dox myself with details. Yeah. It looks like this for you. You get in. Obviously, you got a link to Patreon. It's my website. Yes, I'm going to have a link to Patreon. Check it out if you want to. We got the Warframe guides. Got a quick links down to weapon guides. All the different weapons I've done Videos on this is pointing out these 5 are covered in the Duviri melees. D then added another for some reason. Various other bits and pieces all throughout. We've got other equipment. So adaptation, Archon shards, all of them, Archwings, augments, bond mods, charm, hounds, that's out of date. Railjack, not out of date. Missions and bosses, resources, mechanics. I've covered all of those, like how elements combine, finishers, how they work, how armor removal comes together, accuracy, that kind of thing. Even mission rotations. We got myth busting. And not only just the myth busting, but also then which myths are included, so you don't have to try and guess which video you're looking for. Why is the video for Hounds out of date? Because of the overhaul to bond mods, to Hound hit points, and then certain interactions beyond that. Hounds have been absolutely overhauled. And more is still coming. And then meta discussions. The video I did on Warframe. The video I did on cheesing Warframe. Dev stream cover, because people wanted it. All the details are right there for you, even the one small change mini-series. And as for the overlay showing the title of the video when I mouse over it, that's actually a browser plugin, just FYI. But yeah. Why /procs from Glaive seem to do more damage than the Cronin? Because Glaive is heavy attack, big single proc. Cronin, small attack, lots of little proc. Yeah. Why does a sniper rifle do more headshot damage than a shotgun? That'll be why. 2 different weapons working in very, very different ways. And if you want to know more about the Glaive, hey, guess what? Let's go to the weapons guides. Did I do a Glaive video? Yeah, I almost couldn't see it for a moment. It's in alphabetical order. I know it's in alphabetical, and I still didn't see it straight away. Everyone's a moron. Me included. But there it is. Glav is not Glaive. Sorry, Andrew. Nice try, though. Why wouldn't you use Magistar as a Gara stat stick? Maybe you don't have it. That's a good reason to not use it. Maybe you're bored of it. Maybe you think it looks ugly. You know. But yeah, I got you covered on a lot of bits and pieces. And this really shows just how many different guides I put out there. When you think about it, all these meta ones, all these weapon equipment, resources ones, and then the different guides for various frames. You'll see some of them like this. Rhino, there's no core video for Rhino. He has been included in various areas, but there isn't a specific guide for him. And I'm not going to point out a video that happens to have him in it, because that's basically sending you on a wild goose chase. Flo, there's one thing with the Glaive video that was an issue. That was power throw. I got caught out by a simulacrum bug that when I was switching between mods, power throw wasn't properly updating in the simulacrum, so my test showed it not working on the heavy attack. So that's what I declared. Turns out that was wrong. It was a bug. That bug has since been fixed, but that was the issue. My bigger issue with Glaive was actually when I did it dirty in the meta video on melee comparison. Because I only compared melees for their light attacks, I didn't include heavy attacks. And understandably, that screwed over things like the Glaive and Gunblades. But yeah, so that's why I have this catalogue here, so you can see at a glance all the different videos that you want to be referring to. I think that actually links to the old static video, I just remembered that. I will have to fix that later. But yeah, there you go. Aside from being hosted on Fandom, does the Warframe Wiki have any glaring issues with it? It is edited by people. People are fallible. That is his biggest issue. What's the best statistics for Gara? Go ahead and check out my statistic video I released actually just this month. It is as up to date as you could ever possibly have the answer to that. Exactly, Darkchester. Yeah, my melee comparison video, what is the best melee, went through the best melee in every individual type of melee category, at least at the time of making, but only compared them all with the same /viral build. And that was a problem. Yeah. You search for it? You don't even need to search for it. Just go to my YouTube channel, go to videos, it'll be in the top row. Straight there in front of you. You can't miss it. You'll see the 2 billion damage screenshot, which isn't a real damage number from a statistic. That didn't happen. But it got you to click. It ain't clickbait if I'm still giving you the best answer I can. But that number didn't happen. Thoughts on Clevo? Clevo's great. Check out my guide to him. You might notice there is a little bit of a recurring theme here. As much as I've got loads to share with you guys, loads that we can talk about, there is also my absolute treasure trove of videos already covering a lot of topics. And in far better detail than I can do on a live stream. This is me on a live stream. You might notice if you're new to the channel here, how I don't really sound like I do on a video. Because if I'm on a video, I've done a very carefully researched script, and I'm getting careful pacing to make it all come together. If I take the most recent one, the Verglas one, let me just grab the script for that real quickly. So it goes something a little bit more like this. Verglas is the latest Warframe to receive a Prime upgrade. While mostly cosmetic, this does come with a slightly enhanced shields, armor, and energy max. He also has 6 additional mod slot polarities across the main, shadow, and claws compared to the normal version. So what can you do with this Prime frame? I'm the engineer, let's solve a practical problem. That's what you hear on the videos. But you don't come here for that. I wouldn't put it that way, Axu, saying YouTube is family friendly, Twitch is family enemy. YouTube is family friendly, Twitch is after hours. Out the watershed. Unfiltered. Also, don't say fuck on YouTube. There is that, yeah. Yeah, YouTube in general and advertisers and just people wanting guides without expletives. There's plenty of reasons to hold back on the expletives there. Partly because I can script it and cut out if I swear at a passing motorcyclist, ruining the audio clip. Twitch... Yes, Gum, I like that. Twitch is like having a drink with your university professor. Yeah. Cheers to that. We could say even the cadence is a lot different between live and scripted. It is, yeah. Because I slow it down and I project it in a way for people to clearly understand the guide I'm giving you. So even the cadence is a lot different between live and scripted, and that's beyond normal. I change how I speak to make it as clear as possible, to put the emphasis in just the right places, to have the pacing, to keep someone engaged and interested, to learn about the topic at hand. And then I'm just, you know, being me. Then I'm just being me. Gil said, by the way, don't know if anyone has told you, but videos are great to sleep to. See, it's slightly concerning that you say that. I appreciate it, but also concerning, given the number of people who've also said they like to listen to my videos whilst they're driving. So if those two things are both true, there is a non-zero possibility I may have inadvertently caused an accident somewhere. Not my fault. I didn't say listen to the video whilst driving. In fact, I would expressly say the opposite. Don't drive distracted. Or sleepy. But yes. It's could happen. The clarity is one of my favourite parts of your guides. It's great. Thank you, Woodkid. I like that. So let's just cross my mind. Did I... Oops. I just realised in uploading the video today, I forgot something important. I am so sorry. Let me fix this right now. I just realised I didn't put captions on it. Edit timings. Fix the intro beat, because YouTube always gets this wrong. There we go. Import caption. There we are. That's lined up. Okay, check for errors. No red boxes. Good. Publish. Captions live. Delete auto captions. Confirm. Fixed. There we go. Sorry about that. to those of you who did want the captions and did not have them there, those first, what, 7,000 of you, my bad. Well, the tickets for the raffle, exclamation mark raffle for the details on that. Absolutely. But yeah, I do know that some people will listen to my videos whilst they're drifting off to sleep or just can't sleep. Some people listen to my videos or streams just kind of in the background whilst they're doing things. Some even share them with their 5-year-old son, apparently. So there you go. That's a thing. You starting to hate the floodgate of ads you've been getting? Yeah, Twitch sells ads in batches, so it does that. But if you subscribe, you don't get adverts. So that's the way around it, I suppose. Do I think it's worth doing sorties every day if you're mid-game and can do an Archon hunt, Netracells and things? If you're at the point of Netracells, sorties kind of lose their value. I'll be honest, there's a lot of ways to get Rivens, there's a lot of ways to get Endo, the boosters are rare, and you can get those elsewhere. But the legendary core is basically not going to happen, on average. So I would say the sorties a lot of the time are just not worth it at that point, especially as the normal mission rewards are also taken out. It's not like if the sortie pops onto, what do you call it? The Trinity farm, I forget the name of it, the Ambulus. If the sortie ends up there, you do the Ambulus mission, but you don't get the Trinity piece. Kinda ruins it. Kinda ruins it. Crescendo Fury saying, I will say I do love you having captions, even if I don't strictly need them for accessibility. It's nice just in case I mishear something. Exactly. Accessibility doesn't have to be just for those who need it. It is also useful to everyone. Straight up. Is the Riven farming part of your video still up to date? Riven farming? As in, where to get Rivens? I don't think I've done a specific best ways to farm them. I don't think I did that, no. Not specific video, but in videos. It's one of those things where if I've given rates and new options have come out, obviously it's not going to account for those new options. If the existing option has changed, it's not going to account for that. I don't know the specific claim or section you're referring to, Guillaume, so all I could advise is Asia video, be aware of it. If it is an older video, just double check the details briefly for yourself, verify against the wiki. If the wiki says the same thing, it's probably true. Probably, because there's still a chance even the wiki was not updated. Is there a way to farm Rivens other than sorties or buy them from Iron Wake? Kind of. You can get them in a variety of places. So yeah, you got the Iron Wake for 2 a day. Sorry, I wish. 2 a week. You've got sorties, 1 a day. You've got 1 chance a day. You can Vitus Essence, yeah, that gives you the Archgun stuff. You've got Samaris for the companion stuff. You can head on over to the circuit. And the Steel Pan variant can give you access to Rivens as well. So that's another place you can get them. I don't know if the normal mode gives you it, but certainly circuits on Steel Path can. If you head on over to the Chrysalith and give it a moment, you can grab Rivens from over here as well, if I recall correctly. Or is it Kuva from here? I might be wrong and it might be Kuva.
Void, there are whole decks empty except for the angels.
Wrong button.
Like something big is
It's the Kuva, my bad.
So
My bad.
good. My patience is almost endless.
Yeah, definitely not. Oops, my bad. Okay, so that one's not a Riven source. Where else on the Rivens? Oh yeah, PS4 is really outdated for these kind of load times at the moment, yeah. Off the top of my head, I know there's other places. I'm trying to remember. Teshin. Teshin sometimes has Rivens you can grab. So you go here, visit Conclave, and it'll take you to him. I don't know what this Conclave thing is. It's a weird word, like... It's a shame Dee never explained why Teshin calls his little cave here the Conclave, but it's where we're at. I'm aware of Iron Wake Earth, we've already said that one, right at the very start. No Rivens available at the moment here either. There's Riven Ciphers, but yeah. Oh wow, I'm on 1001 steel essence. Nice. Yeah, Acrithis is a weak source of Rivens, but she is a source. That's true. Yeah, there's not a lot of sources of Rivens, but also there's more than people usually care for. I'll be honest, I keep forgetting to head on over to Iron Wakes. Let's do that now. Let's do that real quick. Because you never know, I might be able to get a useful Riven out of it. Probably not. I should grab the companion one from Samaris. See if I can get a Verglas Riven. The chance is basically nil, but what if? What if? Oh, Solar Flare!
How are we all this evening?
Doing well indeed, doing very well. Thank you very much for dropping your tier 1 sub over here. 13 months. Unlucky for some, but I think that's great news here. Thank you, my dude. Grab ourselves a pistol Riven and a melee Riven. Not the worst. I'll take those. Might as well grab the Kuva whilst I'm here. Not going to grab the credits. That's just a waste for me. I have 119 million. I'm fine. Okie dokie, let's see. Samaris. Do I have enough standing to get a companion ribbon from you? I think I do. 100k? Oh, well, there we go then. You're doing after D&D? Ah. I hope your session went well. Plenty of crits from the enemies and none from the players. You know, the best way. Alright, companion weapon riven mod. Risky purchase, gonna do it anyway. Let's have a gander, shall we? Are Rivens worth grinding away at before you get to like endgame min-maxing? I wouldn't say grinding away at, no, but they can give you some value. So it's worth looking into. Just limit your investment until you're certain as to where you're investing. Alright, this one, kill 24 enemies with finishers without taking damage. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's stupidly doable. Stupidly doable. Easy peasy. I mean, is it even a question at that point as to how to do this? There we are. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, win all the game time. What is... What? That's where they're slightly shaky, alright. Apparently there was a relay quake. How do I do this in Strip Is it neat? I want the enemy spawn rate to be decent, so yeah. Yeah, if you get Rivens, open them up, see what you get. The first 10 rolls are cheaper than all the subsequent rolls. You got the Kuva lying around, sure, why not? One must acknowledge that Rivens are basically a gamble. Alright, got Invis. Also is helping me to see exactly when I'm invisible, because I've got the fashion protection on. I need to make sure I don't stand in the line of fire. Are these counting as finishes for the challenge? I'm not seeing it pop up. Houston, we have a problem. What if I join in? Does that count? Oh. See, I'm getting finishes according to something else. There's one. I don't actually have the energy to join in. There we go. So, mission progress, it says I am on 19 kills. Fairly certain I'm not. And all of those should be finishers. Turns out I'm a little bit too good at finishers. I am so stealthy the game didn't even realize I did it. Actually, too ninja. No, glaive stances do not give any benefit aside from capacity, as heavy attacks are unchanged by stances. Yeah. What's the best way to get plat? Get a job. Otherwise, check out my guide on YouTube on how to get plat. Number 25 will surprise you. That was so needlessly clickbaity way of phrasing that. But seriously though, check that out. 25 ways to get plat. Already guide on YouTube from yours truly. I don't need advice on how to do finishes, guys. I do actually know how to play this game. I was just testing out the jank. Believe it or not, I have indeed played this game before. I know this may come as a surprise. It's wild, I know. This ain't my first rodeo. Alright then. Silence, metronome, job done. And let's go over here. What do I think of this Atomos Riven? Recently rolled. Crit damage, multi-shot, minus zoom. Sounds great. Kelton, thanks a little bit. Without blinking, get a job. I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Their rage is vehement, their focus impressive.
And bloop.
Give them all warriors' death.
Hey guys, we're gonna get finished. How the fuck is this guy not stealth finishable? You know what? Screw that guy. How the hell did he do that one? Becca. Okay, this delay. Thanks to silence. I'm just not going to use silence. Nautilus, please stop. Maybe I should have gone for Equinox, to be honest with you. Hide. Yeah, I probably should have gone Equinox, to be honest. There's just kind of suck. No, content creator and veteran of the game how to do finishes. Imagine telling the guy who wrote the guide on finishes years ago how to do finishes, of all things. Ah, shh. I've just noticed that trap.
You're making waves, dreamers. I can feel.
Well, that's alerted them. That would... That just looked weird. Oh, I reactivated silence. Why did I do that? It's specifically making this worse. Why did I do that? Oh, she walked into me. God damn it. You can see something happened here. Does that count? That counts as a finisher. Okay, well, fair enough. I mean, I'll take it. Stop teleporting! This is so weird. Is he... Oh, he is aware. Okay, he's just walking nonchalantly towards it. Alright. Whoa, no, no, no. Nah, nearly got me. Nearly got me. Yeah, Nautilus is not helping here. It's actually dragging them into me physically, which is alerting them. How is that guy alive? Well, I mean, he's not anymore, but still. I found a solution for the alerted ones. You've seen man in the wall, now get ready for canary in the floor. Oh yeah. There we go. Silence has run out. I can now just kill them. No more silence. Silence not helpful here. God damn it, Nautilus. Spam. What do you mean that wasn't ready for ground finisher? Fall over, fall over, fall over. Stab. Hey. Seriously, ground finishers. Okay. Oops. There we go. Is that a... No, it's not a trap around the corner, that's fine. What? How are they all alert except for this guy who just jumped over there? I need just a couple more, come on. 2 more. Damn it, he saw me do that. Those 2 are above me. Nautilus, why did you just pull them? Okay, it's fine. 1 more. Right, next time I'm using Equinox, fuck that noise. Do the traps damage you when you're invisible? Yes. That's why I was very specifically avoiding them. Mission failed, but did it? Can Cora benefit from double tenacious bond? I haven't tested. I don't know, sorry. Alright, if I can't... If I sort by robotic, it's not going to bring up any of their ribbons, is it? No. I can't sort by that either. I just have to know them if they're in here. Do I have 4 companion ribbons? Almost certainly don't. Cryotra, is that one of them? Is Cryotra a companion weapon? I think it is. Yes. That's 1. Let's see. Looking for more. Hopefully I have more. Maybe I can meld 4 together. That'd be great. Moltron, the one we just got. There we go, that's 2. Any more for any more? Maybe? Maybe? Not looking good. It's not looking good. Nope. Okay, only the 2. I'm not going to meld 2 together because there's too great a risk of it giving me a not companion one. Because if, say, I did the Bazza and Batacore here, I'd have just as much chance of getting a primary as I would of getting a companion one. And that would suck. That would suck. So I'm not going to do that. That would be a waste. You can still get ribbons? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, once you completed the ribbon challenge, you completed the ribbon challenge. Job done. Not everything works that way, but ribbons do. Yeah, the way it works on combining ribbons and transmuting them is that you'll have 4 types of ribbon, and the ribbon type you'll get will be the one of those 4 that you've transmuted. So if you have melee, primary, secondary, and companion, then you've got a 1 in 4 chance of each of those types. But if you've got melee, 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 well, it can only choose melee, melee, or melee. Or melee. So you will get melee. So that's why I was looking for 4 companion weapon ones to combine to guarantee a companion back. Correct, just one of the usable ones due to guaranteed cold. I've got better. I've got better than that. Cephalon Samara standing his worst farm. It's a bit of work. I can see that, yeah. It's a bit of work. But it's fine. It is fine. We'll just have to not have that ribbon. I could have a look at the other ribbons, but I want to finish with this first. So, Verglas still needs a bunch more levels on it. So we can then form it and fill in this slot here. Question is, do I fill it with Prime Bane Grenier? Do I fill it with a crit mod? With something else? I know that theoretically the crit chance gives the higher output than multi-shot. Is Shivering Contagion viable? It's a workable mod, but I don't want it here. Multi-shot, yeah, I've already got Galvanized Chamber. That's the thing, is putting just Vigilante Armaments alongside that doesn't really do a lot. Can companions use Hammer Shot? Yes. So, I could do that. The thing is I really want that. I really like that. And I like having Hellfire in to help secure the heat percentage against the Viral, because Viral doesn't get the kills the way Heat does. Shred, I don't want Fire Rate, no. I mean, I don't want more Fire Rates. I've got 90% here. I don't want more Fire Rate than that. Because the reason being on that is I don't want loads of small procs. I would rather a fewer number of bigger procs, which is where the crit focus is coming in. 60-60 heat for more weightage. I've already got fired up, plus this, that's 190% heat to 220 viral. So it's still slightly more viral than heat, but it's doing alright there. And as much as 60-60 heat would be in its favour, that would help it out even just a little bit more. I think the crit might be the way to go. It's just... a Riven would fix this. A Riven would give me more choice. Or rather, more power in one slot. That's what I'd have perfectly wanted. That's why they're so expensive. A Riven just does so much. Now, does Aptitude? Aptitude is a shout. The only downside is I'd need to be using an Aptitude primary weapon myself for it to have that value. Time to buy a Riven? Nope. I'm not spending that much plat on a Riven, screw that. It's not that important. I know that it will hit the Tenacious Bomb breakpoint if I have the appropriate Riven, but I'm not spending out on a Riven just for Verglas. It is not worth it. Absolutely not. Other people can go spend that well away. I'm not doing that. How am I doing that with the Galaxian? See, if I'm using the Galaxian for it and have the Aptitude on it, then sure, but I'm not always using the Galaxian. I'm not always using Aptitude. I don't use it as religiously as I do with Galvanized Chamber. So that's why I would have preferred to avoid that. You saw someone selling a Verglas Ribbon for 99,000 plat. You saw someone having fun, that's what. They weren't actually selling it for that. They were listing it for that. Because if they were selling it, that would require someone to be buying it, and that's not happening. That's just not happening. What loadout slots are for? Sure, yeah, and if I know I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. Sure. But I'm not focusing on hyper-specific builds right now. Honestly, I was hoping for that Riven. The Riven would have made it easy. The Riven would have made it stupid easy. Oh well. Let's at least just level it up for now. That's the important bit. And we're going to level it up the laziest way possible by having it level itself. Super Sentinel! Da-da-da-da. And got ourselves a bit of heavy combo. No, wait, no, not heavy combo, heavy initial. Splendid. Alright, let's go be lazy. How much shields does Norse have with redirection? With the companion redirection mod, it gets a little over 1200, so that is good enough for reinforced, yes. Alright then. I don't think this is the best way to level up the Verglas. We went over that, didn't we? Yeah, because we're getting kills through Bond Mod more than anything. You know what? Let's level it properly. Let's level it properly. If I recall correctly, just straight up kills with the Warframe still credit the companion, so we should be fine on that. So, let's be lazy. Hard fix! Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. If I am going to run this, I am going to want to drop the toxin down. How does a postcard redeem work? If you redeem the postcard, then you will need to discuss with me off stream. We'll sort out where I'm sending the postcard and if you have any preference as to the contents of it. It is a personal discussion one. Mirrorlave, thank you very much for gifting 2 subs out to the community there. It's gone out to Ibelroth and to Andrews. Mirrorlave, thank you very much for the couple gifted subs there. Cheers. Guillaume, I have no idea what you've just asked, I'll be honest. I have no context for that question. Yo, Mirrorlave! Apparently wanting to take it one step further. Another gifted sub, this time going out to VOGKOV. And with that, Mirrorlave has hit the sub the goal for today, which means it's time to throw out the hype bonus. So, the summer bonus, for those of you who are aware who've not caught the details all throughout this month, the summer bonus is something I'm doing throughout August. It means that once we hit this sub goal, or if we complete a level 5 or higher hype train, then we ask the bot, choose a random person, choose a random prime frame, put the two together, that person wins that. So let's see, that person is GSP Spider. You've won yourself an Oberon Prime set. So you'll need to DM me here on Twitch at GSP Spider within the next 24 hours. I'll need to get a hold of your details. That is your Warframe username and platform. Make sure you can trade with PC accounts to have cross-save on if you need it. And you can have yourself that lovely, lovely Oberon Prime set. Make sure you DM me to claim that. I guess with an update incoming, there's no point getting straight into a mission right now. We might as well grab the update and take it from there. I'm just gonna get ready to check the patch notes as soon as they are live. But then once we've patched, we can use Naros here to level up Northless nice and quickly. Or rather level up the Verglas. That should work. Alright, Amag, you have yourself a good one. Have a nice rest. We'll catch you in the next stream. If you're around, that is. Thanks a little bit, Kelton. Alright, Ladybug, you take care as well. Cheers to the both of you. Come on, D, get your stuff out, I suppose. Let's have a look at the red text. What's it saying? It's Wednesday, my dudes. Yep. You're in a Spider-Man onesie, tiny sunglasses. Okay. Fixed lethal levitation's damage buff not applying to melee weapons. Fair enough. No idea what that is, I'll be honest. Fixed loss of function. Client when spamming the interact button to move Enigma containers in Duviri. Fair enough. Fixed the objective and waypoint in size visual quest and updating. Yeah, that quest has a lot of weirdness to it, doesn't it?
But before I go, just so I won't be in second place later.
Oh, I see, I see. Animo, thank you very much for the 394 bits, very specifically bringing you to 6,000 exactly this month. Really, really do appreciate that there. Thank you. Thank you very much on that. Oh, I see, Gimmy. You're asking for £50 with postcard. Right. Yeah. No. I could write £50 there. What's my chroma build? I'm trying to, let me see. Where did I put the wastebasket? Did I throw it down here? I think I chucked it out of the airlock, I'll be honest. Chroma for me is just not a fun frame. He has a pathetic one, a couple set and forget auras that you don't want to actually forget, and then a pretty pathetic 4 that is just used as a credit booster. The build for him is go play something else. I'll be quite honest. He's just boring. He's not the weakest, he's just boring. He ain't no Caliban. Granted, but yeah. That is very true, power. Yes, postcards aren't enclosed items, so yeah. Again, do you happen to know if the Maduro Tenno weighs Phoenix Talons, which adds percentage to physical damage deal, applies to Runa's Ulfrin's Descent ability? I haven't tested that specific interaction, Torrent, so I recommend you try it for yourself and update the wiki with the details. Patch notes are up. Thank you, thank you. Usually they go up whilst the hotfix is deploying, so there we go. PC update nodes. Are there anything special? Let's have a look. Visibility of inbuilt effects on low security. Updated a decree. Oh no, Nightwave back for the decree. Okay. And then just some little fixes here or there. Ew. Yep. Nothing particularly important to note in those changes today. That's fine. That should be deployed now. Is the technical action any good? Yes. I recommended it in the video I put out just today, so yes. Can't say about Caliban soon? True. But also, that's why we can't say about him soon. Because he is so bad. That D went, ah yeah, let's fix this. It's actually pretty bad. Wish Caliban was better because the skin he's getting is super cool. I mean, we're getting the update to Caliban at the same time as the skin, is my understanding. So, you won't have to sit on a pretty skin for a pretty bad frame. The two should both be pretty. And given what happened to the likes of Hydroid, I imagine we're looking forward to something pretty darn spicy. I imagine so. I don't know if it is going to be a Hydroid level rework. I think it's arguable that he needs one, so we'll see how it comes out. Come on, Warframe. Hello, load up. There it is. There it is. Okay. We are all good again. I think. Yep, everything's in the right place. Cool! So, where was I? Ah, yes. Leveling up Nautilus Prime. That doesn't show his weapon, but it's the Verglas we are leveling. Verglas Prime. Oh yes, very true still. We also do get a free Caliban with the Caliban rework, so that is nice. That is definitely nice. Alright then. Let's head on down here. Actually, no. Let's go higher level. Let's go Sedna. And make sure, yep, I should have the right stuff equipped. Sedna, Steel Path, and Aros. What could go wrong? What could go wrong, eh? You don't need to farm for Caliban? Correct.
Your weapons
Great blessing that is.
calls for a song.
Life support has been cut off.
Buffy,
They're
buffy,
trying
buff.
to track you out.
And spin to win!
I'm sending auxiliary life support.
And this is better with the mecha set, but we can't use the mecha set whilst also leveling up Nautilus. So we'll just spin. Hi there. Death. And good, that is indeed giving XP to Verglas. That's what I need. I think Loki needs a big rework. He doesn't need a big one, no. He can do some tweaks here or there, but honestly, he doesn't need a whole lot. Just not necessary. Not in my opinion. Oh, re-up the raw. Back to spinning. The neat trick. Back to spinning. Yeah, this is not the fastest way of doing it, but it's getting the XP we need. And it's using an Aros, which is frankly stupid. But it works. You're struggling to make your Excalibur steel path viable, but think you did it? Hey, congrats on making it steel path viable. Excalibur's got a lot of ways you can work with them. If by a lot of ways just you acknowledge I mean entirely sword, sword and sword. But he is the sword frame, so I guess, you know, kinda to be expected. Now these Xmas wouldn't be a problem if I was using a mecha set, which is what this build kinda wants you to do. But again, we are leveling up Verglas, so no such luxury. Also, I need to recast roll. Let's go right here, cast it there, back to spinning. Like, there's loads of different Warframes you can use for just dicking around like this. Dante can do this kind of thing. You can get plenty of good work out of Ash, out of Revenant, out of Lavos, out of basically pretty much all of them. Straight up. Yes, 7 off 2. 24. Even Varuna, you can use Varuna's 4 in a mission like this and it'll work just fine these days. Set up correctly, of course. Always. Gamers Max, I think the last sip of tea for you. That's it, that's all gone. No more caffeine for me. Spin. 26, we're getting there. Bit by very slow bit, we are getting there. Let's get a little bit more stasis immunity. Re-up this. Spin again. Xmas to deal with. Just get rid of that one before it's an actual threat to me. I feel like the enemy density is really low at the moment. This is Steel Path, isn't it? Yeah, it's definitely Steel Path. Just really low enemy density at the moment. That is odd. Are we winning? Wait, losing. I'm excited to see what our marksman frame will be once he drops. It'll be interesting. One does wonder what way Demon will take it. Who knows, maybe it's exalted minigun time. Call down a heavy weapon, but it is beyond heavy. Like 1/10 of the damage of Archivex, but much higher fire rate. Hi, Torment! Ah, we can both go immune, I see. There we are. How are we doing? Max rank, excellent! 5 minutes of Enoros Sandy Boy. Let's spin our way out of here. And this is without mecha set. With mecha it's just stupid. Alright, Caljane, have yourself a good one. Hope your work is not too terrible today. I mean, still, I know we are murdering a lot of them, and I did somehow manage to get about 100 KPM there, actually. A little bit less. It just didn't feel like there were lots of threats to deal with. Just opened Verglas room today. What do you suggest his rolls go for? Oh wow, multi-shot, crit chance, crit damage. minus zoom. The minus could be minus impact, puncture, or slash. None of those are a threat. Minus to infested. Let's face it, who really cares? The infested fall over anyway. But minus to the ips or minus to zoom, those will be easy choices to have. Definitely avoid minus to status duration. Minus status chance is manageable given the way you normally mod it. Minuses to crit would just be a sad waste, all given. Minus to damage would be avoid. Minus multi-shot, definitely avoid. Standard stuff, really. Alright. Wonder if Inaros gets dizzy in his ability? We see from his perspective, it's not him spinning. It's that the world is going the other way. And that's not as dizzying, because he's an Inaros. He can handle it. Let's see here. So I've got V dash... Don't know, I really want to go another dash polarity here. I could go for the D polarity, because that would be relatively flexible these days. I'm going to do that. We correctly can, there we go. Alright then. So I could pap that on. Yeah. We've not got the biggest critical multiplier to work with, but it does get some work done here. It does get some work done. A Riven would still be nice. Is there... I think the only other place I can pick up a Companion Riven today, aside from trading, is to check Acritus, isn't it? Not great. Got an Ocucore Riven. Crit chance, crit damage, multi-shot. Is crit chance even that good because it gets a lot from Sentient Surge already? I don't know the numbers off my head, sorry. So maybe, maybe not. You gotta think, what are your other options as well anyway? Runa's fourth ability does not benefit from Phoenix Talons. Fair enough. Makes sense, it's an ability, not a weapon, so fair enough. What have you got for me? Rifle Riven, that's no good. Yup, I don't want this. I don't want any of this.
There'll be other times.
Nothing useful in here, probably. Yup.
From the mainland.
Yup.
Nothing to
Alright.
hold your curiosity,
No bueno. No bueno. Alright. I just formed Verglas again, didn't I? Yeah, so we need to rank it up again. Gotta have it ranked up. Why not? Let's 7 golf it. Nope. Wrong one. I know Samara says a Companion Riven. I already purchased one from him, so I can't afford to do that again right now. Yeah, this should have everything that I need. Splendid, splendid. Where's our Revenant skin? Revenant Mephisto? Also, I'm going to switch out Nautilus to Worm because I want the defenses. I don't need the grouping, I need defense. There we are. Catch you later, Miralabe. Have yourself a good one. Advice getting XP for Samaris. You can either do stealth scans or you can hunt down his targets that he gives you. It doesn't matter what order you do them in. People say there's some mattering of order as to daily standing limits. It's no concern, so don't worry about it. If you do go the scanning route, I would say pick your favourite decently high level, as high as you can take it, exterminate mission, preferably against a Grenadier because they don't have nullifiers, and then just go invisible, scan everyone, kill them with finishers. Repeat. If you can use sleep effects, that helps as well. Stealth scans give you a lot more standing. You can get it very quick. It is directly tied to level, and then stealth scans are just great, and have a very weird calculation behind them. Alright. Let's go for this.
Enemies have grown
What?
all that you have learned.
Now, it has been a few hours since I used this build, so I might have already forgotten how it works, but let's see.
Choke you out. Hold on. I'm sending auxiliary life
Do I remember how to do this? Of course I do. It's easy as shit. This is why I invested in the build so heavily and investigated it so thoroughly to make it this damn easy. I mean, just look at that go. You can't put a price tag on just how brainless that is. Like, we're 30 seconds in, 73 kills. Because all the spawns were just right there. And they get popped like that. Rip every single one of them. And then just death. What kind? Instant, pretty much. Is there a vid for this power? Came out today. Others in the chat have just linked to it. Even the Xmas units just kind of go, oh, am I supposed to die now? Okay, fair enough. My bad, sorry for getting in your way. Cheers, Skeleton. Exactly, Dragonfire. That's what it's supposed to be. It's not pretty, it's not dramatic. It's just death. Should've listened. At least it didn't turn them into snakes. You know, that's more of a Lavos thing. I mean, how do we know that Lavos actually did turn his alchemy mentor into snakes rather than just claiming he did it? Screwed it up and just found a couple snakes, put them on his arms. Like, that wouldn't be unheard of for the level of crazy that Warframe gets up to. Are we sure those snakes are actually his mentor? And not just he robbed a zoo? Because, like, the dude never turns anyone else into a snake. We don't have turn enemies into snake as an ability. We have snakes lash out. We force them to attack enemies. I mean, when you think about it, the likelihood... Coins of Aaron, they spawned out of his flesh. Yeah, that just sounds like sleight of hand and a little bit of revisionism. When you think about it. When you think about it. And how many times have you guys seen the animation bug of extra snakes? Even on other frames, when you switch out of Lavos. The only way that could happen is if the snakes are actually all just a trick, a sleight of hand. It is all just a trick. Which he sometimes messes up because he messed up his alchemy and killed his mentor. That's why he doesn't even get himself a new hat. He's filled with grief. Remorse for what he did. So he keeps the damaged hat. Oh, of course, he'll tell you it's to make him look edgy and, yeah, I'm such an alchemist, I wear the results of my efforts. He's a moron who killed his mentor. Turn him into mush, not snakes. I mean, why would you even try turning him into snakes? That's just dumb. That would just be dumb. Limbo in drag? You think Lavos is limbo in drag? I mean, they would be friends. Limbo did math, got it wrong. Killed someone, himself. Lavos did chemistry, got it wrong. Killed someone. Like, they'd definitely be friends over that. That's a bonding experience right there. Straight up a bonding experience. I think I've spread out the enemy spawns a bit. Oopsies. That's going to impact my rates. How are we doing on the leveling up? 28. Surprised it wasn't max when I looked. Hello, Malice. How you doing? Where you at? right behind me. You edgy feck. You're dead. I didn't even have Roar active. Oops. Hello, fellow accidental murder. I mean, honestly, you know,
When you need it.
the risk was calculated. Turns out they're both bad at math. We can't say he levels his face. We don't know how... What even is that word? With the fact that Syl responded with thanks, I hate it, I don't want to say the word without looking it up on Urban Dictionary first. Just putting it out there. This build Striker Posey all day? Pretty much. Like, hurrah! Hey! Ha! I'm basically just thrusting at them. It's very similar to Ember in that regard. Very similar to Ember. Power pose kill, pretty much. Now with extra edgy. I am master of the gloom, and I summon my shadow. It is a fragment of my very soul. It propagates the gloom. Yeah, we get it. You reap what you sow. God, could you imagine if they called out their abilities like Pokemon? No, not like Pokemon. Pokemon call out their name. Like some kind of anime fighter. Sow and reap. Ugh. Thank God we don't live in that world. There is a timeline. An alternate timeline. Where Warframe got operators to voice out every single ability name. I want you to imagine that timeline. That my Warframe is strong, but now it's I cast Reap and Sow. Or Sow and Reap, whichever way around you do it. And then imagine if instead of going for the operators doing it, they give Warframes their voice back and they all have their own different pitches and intonations and whatnot. So now imagine Titania in pixie form spamming an ability like Thermal Sunder. Just have that in your head for a moment. Have we leveled up? Oh, we've more than leveled this up. Whoopsies. Alright, let's pop. Level Sunder in Alto? Alto, as if it would stop there. I don't remember what's above Alto. But there's more. It goes well beyond. And then, likewise, you've got Grendel using subsumed abilities. Or just anything spammable.
Your will was greater. This is
There we are. Soprano and baritone? Fair enough. I don't know if you're telling me the truth or not. I literally don't remember. And already says his ability in the form of Blue. Yeah. Yeah, now imagine that in pixie form. Imagine it. I don't think so, yeah. I think Levels is actually based off of, or at least named after, yeah, Lavoisia, or however you pronounce it. Solomon's got it. Levels' name is a homage to a scientist already, so you don't need to go for Fritz Haber. Or Haber, however you pronounce it. I don't get foreign pronunciation, so I will screw it up every time, sorry. Yeah. Basically, we're not in that timeline. We're not in that horrible anime-esque shout-out, and thank goodness for that. That would be horrible. Interesting addition to character. entirely unnecessary. So. This is now fully leveled up, we've got our mods into it. As for a all-rounder setup, this should kind of do the trick. So let's see how that plays. If we bring back in the naughty one, we bring back in El Reino, Super Sentinel, everything set up, ready to go. Let's see what happens. Give us some time and maybe go in that direction? Yeah, I really hope we don't. Just cringe lines don't need to exist.
And you may yet avoid it. Trust
Bop,
in your
bop, bop,
training.
bop. There we go. Buff,
Life supply
buff,
has been cut off.
raw,
Trying to choke you out.
iron skin,
I'm sending auxiliary
elements.
life support.
burn. Oh, that's good. That's good. I think it's still going. Yep, it's still chaining a little bit. Ah, I think the chain ended. There we go. There we are. The longer it takes an enemy to be killed by Verglas, the bigger the effect it then spreads. Like, butchers are actually better for being spread fodder rather than being an initiator. Whereas Elite Lancer like that, bop, then spreads a decent amount to all the others, which can then spread and spread and spread and spread. More buff. Other buffs. Oops. Was that? How much damage was that? I'm sorry. Whoa. How much damage did I just see there? Hold on, back recorded it. Let me just have a quick looky-loo here. 2.5k? I mean, that's a suggestion, but that's not what I saw.
Auxiliary life support.
We roar, and then 6 million. 6 million damage with that thermal sunder. That's a little bit more than I was expecting. That is a little bit more than I was expecting there. Ouch. Yeah, so that has a nice synergy with Nautilus and Verglas and just spreading heat procs everywhere. That is some nice synergy. No armor stripping aside from just the heat procs already on them. Not really invested into it. Just Thermal Sunder, Raw, Nautilus, Verglas, bang. It's not even the point of the build. It's not even a high range setup. It's just, oh, well, you stood next to me. Well, you're going to regret that one. Alright. Juicy. Will we take those? We take those. Let's continue the mission. Nothing's been leveled up at this point. It's purely for just the damage flex. Ouch. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I hope no one needs those corpses. We're kind of... How deep is that pit, I wonder? Can we fill it? I think I'd like to find a better room to set up in. I mean, no, actually this one's okay. The grouping up is a little bit awkward, but it should do the trick. Up the iron skin again. What gun has the most variance at this point? Honestly, I lose track. Turnos, maybe? Verglas might as well be a Galaxian. Well, Verglas, yes. Verglas Prime? I should probably check its stats against a Galaxian Vandal. Maybe D pulled that. You want a Galaxian? Alright, here's a Galaxian. Up next, Tenet Verglas. Accidentally makes a 6 million thermal sun to Verglas Rhino. I mean, as you do, you know. Oh, we got a chain reaction going. Oh, there it goes. Oh, it's beautiful. You can see it on the minimap. You can see the affinity pop-ups. It reached an end, but for a while, there was a chain. These are only doing like 20k, that one. Didn't have the heat procs everywhere. It was just the virtue of the heat procs being set out. I feel like there should be more Xmas units, but then I realised we're only 3 minutes into the mission. We did pause for a bit, so we're not actually at 5, we're at 3. This just gets so much better once the Xmas start rolling in. I just realised this isn't freezing. Yeah, they fixed it by... Oops, wrong ability. By limiting the amount of procs that get transferred by the ability. So it used to transfer just half the procs flat. Now it transfers half the procs to a max of 100. But that's per spread. Lots of enemies means still lots of spread. You just don't get the same crazy, crazy numbers. Ah, an Xmas unit. So nice of you to join us. There we go. That was doing a little bit more. Here's the prime time over at Twitch Warframe. Prime time? Oh, was there Warframe International streaming? This is Wednesday. I don't keep track of when the international streams, I'll be honest with you, so maybe they were, maybe they weren't. I don't know. How many kills are we on? 642. Not too shabby. 4.5 minutes. 650 kills. That's alright. Oh, and they're still happening. I didn't even touch these guys. They just fell over. Honestly, officer, it wasn't me. Oh. Come on, spread the fun. There it is. A couple of them go down and the rest just collapse. It's a beautiful escalation. Today's stream one which they're giving out Nora creds. If they were, that would have been Warframe International. Honestly, just wherever you learned that they're giving out the creds, check that same spot, because they'll then tell you when it's happening. This is a crazy thing that I know eludes a lot of people, but it's true. Usually, when someone puts out that they're doing some kind of drop or giveaway, they will tell you in the very same post when they're doing it. Really easy to check. It's like how in the post I put out, saying that there is a Sevagoth Prime Axis giveaway happening on Friday on this stream. Just this Friday. Which also happens to coincide with the last Warframe stream, the summer bonus I'm running. Which happens to coincide with the start of September. Didn't know Twitch was going to start that in not September, but there you are. And it coincides with my birthday. It's a whole bunch of fun all in one. Yeah. The Iron Skin Augment, does it work with Cordon? Not sure what you'd be wanting to have work with it. Not looked into that. Because the Iron Skin Augment for what? Putting out puncture procs? No. What was the ability you subsumed Roar onto Rhino? Good question. Don't think we'll ever get the answer to that one. Syndicate medallions can spawn in the Granum Void? Wow, that sucks. Report that one as a bug. What are we messing with? We're just, you know, messing with the enemy at this point. Nearly 1,000 kills in 7 minutes. In fact, we might hit 1,000. If we get very, very lucky, we've got 8 seconds. Can we hit it? 5 seconds. Come on, get another chain reaction going. 3, 2, 1. 980. God damn it. There's the chain reaction. Just a moment too late. 1,000 kills. 7 minutes, 7 seconds. Augment where you gain 50% of armor by using first ability. Okay, you at this point speaking riddles to me. I've not memorized the augment, let alone the particular interactions, so sorry I can't help you on this one. You're drip feeding the information about something you don't know about, hoping I know about it. I don't. Sorry. It's one of those niche beyond niche interactions where you might just do better going into Simulacrum and trying it yourself. See what happens. Explore. Oh, a lovely bit of chain reaction there. Another 100 kills in less than a minute. Can you build Verglas Prime? Yes, you can. That's how people have it. Okay, Captain Deadpool decided to bring out capital letters. Now you are beginning to annoy me because I just made it very clear what you could do to look into this. So, let me grab you something very quickly here. Ironclad Charge. There you go, there's the wiki page, and if that doesn't have the answer, go test it yourself. I haven't tested the specific interaction you are on about. To help you on this, I'm going to send you 10 minutes away to go and have a look. Jesus Christ, dude, I said I don't know. You don't need to capital letters the augment. Sometimes people do not pick up what I'm putting down, and I have to make it very clear. Like I said earlier, I won't make room for people who are not going to even try to be alright for this community. Made it clear. Too slow on that one still, unfortunately. It's a little too late. The guy wasn't picking it up anyway. I'm not the Wikipedia, alright? I don't have exhaustive knowledge of every single interaction in this game. If you ask about an interaction and I know it, I'll answer you. If I say I don't know what interaction you're about, sorry, believe it or not, that means I don't know. I can't help you. When you come up with a niche thing, does this one companion mod work with this one augment on this one frame for an ability that people most of the time subsume over? Shit me, dude. Well, that just hit me for a bit. Oh, it ran out. That's annoying. It's not even an interaction, it's just, does this grouping ability synergize with the augment that gives me a big bonus more enemies I hit? Is that really it, Solomir? Is that what they're actually angling at? There wasn't some interaction, it's just, can I group enemies and hit them? Fuck me. Yeah, that person deserved the timeout then. If someone's asking for, does this work with that, I'm expecting a little bit more interaction than just, hey Ken, does a grouping ability allow me to hit more enemies at once? Fuck me. Learn from this, chat. Don't be dumb. When I ask you the question, make sure you don't already know the answer. Or could think it through in 5 seconds. Before getting someone doing something else entirely to try and think about that daft question. What shards would you normally run on Rhino? The ones that solve the solution, or solve the problem you're having. What issue are you having with your Rhino, Fuzzy Acid, that shards could fix? Fix those. Those are the shards you pick. Is Nautilus good for general use? Nautilus itself is pretty much just cordon. Everything else it can do is nothing to do with Nautilus. No one cares, or no one should care about its other precept, so it is basically just cordon. Basically just that. The rest of this is all just Sentinel stuff. I could put this on every other Sentinel in the game. Zom, literally no one understands why Twitch is this bad. It is insulting how bad Twitch is at times, yeah. Is a Verglas Riven important mostly for the crit increase for Tenacious Bond, or is there overvalued value? Well, I mean, the Verglas is the strongest Sentinel weapon in the game. It is the strongest. And so, having a Riven for that, you can then focus on those strong stats. Make it deal more damage, job done. Does the ban stop you from watching, or is it just chat ban? So a temporary timeout just stops you from interacting with chat and using any other chat-based features like the Spanner Redemptions. A ban not only stops you from chatting, but if the streamer so chooses to set it up, it blocks you from watching that stream as well whilst you are signed in. Personally, I consider this a ridiculous feature because the person can just not be signed in. And I don't have that option turned on because it's so ridiculous. It almost just seems petty to ban someone and say you can't even watch the stream now until you sign out. It's almost encouraging someone to go create a new account just to mock you. So I don't do that. Why is the other precept so bad? So it's Auto Omni. Nautilus has a up to 100% chance in this case. Chance to repair nearby railjack hull damages and extinguishes fires on railjack. Cooldown 20 seconds. The cooldown's a little bit weird because you don't really have multiple problems at once that often. And if you do, why does it need to be on cooldown? It's such a niche feature. You're specifically there for the fix. Why does it need a cooldown? Second, it doesn't state it on here, but it actually has a very limited range. So you need to be pretty close to it for it to start doing the repair. It doesn't just happen. Which then sucks. It just sucks. I'm going to say, I wonder sometimes Prime Shred will be better on Sentinels than Vial Acceleration. I get where you're coming from on that, because less fire rate but then adding Punch Through. Although we've also got Punch Through already on the Elementalist here. But yeah, theoretically, that could add more output in that sense. Can I apply that like this as is? I'd need to then do that. That doesn't fit. Yeah, I can't currently fit that. How do I, what did I... That's what it was. Actually, blipped out of my head there. But Hellfire? There's the order of polarities, but Hellfire is an option. I should think about it. Oh, I've already got Hellfire, actually, yeah. Or if you're saying put it there, I would only give you one bit more. Still wouldn't cut it, no. I have 10 left, that's 14. It would need more Former to maybe go down that road. And yeah, the Punch Through could theoretically have some value to us there. I doubt it's going to be enough. Yeah, I doubt it's going to be enough. I'm not going to invest the extra Former to make that happen. You thought we'd fly around your railjack for a new crew slot? Yeah. You weren't stupid. You were expecting that a Sentinel, where one of its 2 limited precepts, taking up a whole precept slot, and with 7 capacity on the Pinjaga polarity there, with a cooldown, you were imagining all of those restrictions and costs would surely mean it would be very powerful. It's taking up your companion. It's specifying which companion you can use. It's taking up a mod slot on that companion. It's taking up some drain. It has a cooldown. Surely that means it... No, it doesn't go flying off and fixing it for you. It's barely remote, and it certainly doesn't work if you're off the ship. See. Whereas Corden does what Corden does. The cooldown in 15 seconds can be fixed with Manifold Bond, which is why this whole combo comes together pretty Pretty crazy. Just a thought on that. Of course. Screw critical delay. Screw that. It's obvious. Why did I not think of this sooner? Where is it? Boom. The reload speed doesn't really help us all that much. But this is going to give us radiation. Now we always have 3 status effects. We don't wait for it to kick in. So now, killing enemies with 3 more unique status effects reduces companion ability by cooldowns by 3 seconds. This will now be immediately activated, rather than just when I either prime the enemy or momentous bond kicks in. Ugh. What was causing the chain reaction during the survival mission? Couldn't follow mod loadout. So what's happening is that we're using contagious bonds. When your companion kills an enemy afflicted with a status effect, then half those status effects spread to other enemies within 9 meters. So if I kill one enemy with 100 status on it, now all the nearby ones have 50. And if my companion then applies another 100 procs to that second enemy, it spreads that 150 halved, 75 to all of them. They now have 125 procs, but 100 was enough to kill them. So now all of them die at once, spreading to the next nearby ones, half of 100 procs or so, however many times I've got enemies in the nearby area. That could be 500 procs spread. And the next enemies aren't going to survive that. They instantly die. They spread it to the next nearby ones. Boom, 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 boom. Chain reaction. It's because we get a cluster of enemies together that we get this chain reaction. Once a couple of them die, they spread enough procs that the rest of them die. And Verglas leans into this by being a status-focused weapon, so the majority of our damage can come from these status procs. That's why it gets so powerful. And then I'm just buffing the hell out of it with Rhino, because Rhino go burr. It's just great. When will this be nerfed? It already was. This is post-nerf. Pre-nerf, it was so strong it was crashing the game. I'm not even kidding. On my computer, which is not exactly the weakest computer in the world, my computer was stalling, nearly full crashing for long periods of time. So much so the entire mission could fail because it was counting time in the background whilst nothing could happen, so the survival life support would just drop like a brick. D had to nerf that, and that's why the mod now says max 100 stacks. Because we're spreading tens, if not hundreds of thousands of electric procs. Because previously, say if I got an enemy to 500 electric procs, that's already a crazy number. But very possible. So now, at 500 procs, spread that to the next group of enemies, all of them get 250, but there's many, many enemies. Say there's 10 enemies, I've got 2,500 procs out there. Spread that, that's now 1,250 spread to each of the next set of, say, 10 enemies. That's 12,500 procs out there. Spread that again, that means another 6,000 to each enemy in range. Run it through the cycle again. And that's assuming you've got 10. If you've got 15 or 20 in the area, it scales even faster. It's insane. And that was breaking the game. And especially with electric procs, because they don't just hit the enemy, they hit all enemies around them, which we're clustering with cordon, instantly. The game just broke. Yeah, Thermal Sunder was to add more heat and cold to Verglas. I could use it for just heat and get proc priority, which, now I think about it, would probably just be more sensible. So if we just hold cast for the heat, would probably be better. But yeah, that's why the Thermal Sunder augment is there. Even more buff for the Sentinel, raw buffs the Sentinel, and then I just hit an Iron Skin and look pretty. I'm good at that. Yeah. Wouldn't using Dante with raw help the Sentinel more because of the owl status buff? Theoretically, yes. In practice, possibly not, because the owls have to actually hit the enemies. Like, go out, seek them out, hit them. Even with the frequent cordons, you need to keep on top of the owls. And you'll have a weaker raw, because Rhino's raw is stronger than subsumed raw. Which is everything Zom already said to you, is there you go. Zom knows it too. Rhino, on the other hand, absolutely brain dead tank. easiest casting of Raw can also use Thermal Sunder, whereas if you subsume Raw onto Dante, you can't use a different damage buff ability with it as well. That's another thing to mention. So overall, Rhino is just a very solid buff to the Sentinel and just let the Sentinel run the mission instead. Just kind of hilarious. Do Sentinel kills give me Overguard with Dante? I don't actually know. Honestly, on that one, I don't know. Hello, Smuggler. Things are going well today. Hope they're well for you. Welcome in, Ikmail. But yeah, it all works nicely. With that change, I want to give it one more run. Honestly, I just want to give it another run. Now I've given it that extra... Ooh, there's a fast roll. Now I've given it that extra status effect. Honestly, and... let's take it to Lure. Let's mix this up. Let's go Lure Circulus. Let's change things up a bit. See what happens here. Now, there isn't a downside of radiation that when it spreads radiation procs on enemies, they will stay further away from me because they'll be shooting their allies. So that could negatively affect this.
Music, and the enemy calls for a song.
Oh god, they were still falling. Oh wow. Oh no. Oh, I didn't realize I set them so high. Oh god. Bye! Get wrecked, I suppose, yeah. Okay, I think hold cast is heat? Yeah, hold cast is heat, so I'll just do the hold cast one for just heat. Activate the Iron Skin. Probably should have already done that. There we go, we're getting a grouping. Can we get the killing? I mean, that just looks hilarious. That genuinely looks hilarious. The way they're just streaming in and burning. Companion needs to get final hit. For the spread of status effects, yes, the companion needs to get the kill. I can assist it, but as you see, it doesn't really need to happen. Looks like a glitch. It almost is at this point. It almost is. There we go. Let's get an even stronger heat buff, because of course this is Lure. We can get the even stronger buff. Oh no, turn around, allow me to better Iron Skin. I realise I'm blocking the damage, ruining the Iron Skin game.
All manner of Oregon technology may work here due to the Circulus's proximity. If you have an
It's so dumb. 1 minute in, 166 kills. God. That's including the time it took the enemies to get to me after the initial start. Inside the zone, big raw buff, 175%. Hype there. If you're looking to buy items, be it voidery parts or anything else from other players, I recommend you check out the website warframe.market. Because usually, this won't always apply, but usually streamers are streaming rather than looking to break off from their stream just to sell someone a single voidery part. Just a general suggestion. Warframe.market is your friend. 342 kills. Ugh. It's just constant. It's so beautifully constant. Raw buff, 192%. Oh, I could take that even further. If I use a Xeneric boost on it, I might actually hit that 200%. Let me just pick up some of these. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Alright, back we go. I don't think there's an easy way for me to go out of bounds here. I'm just going to have to wait for the Raw to run out, and then I can Xeneric boost it. See if I can hit the 200. I don't need the 200, but I want it. Because that means my damage on the Sentinel will be directly 300%, which means the status damage will be 900%. Because of the way it multiplies. A 9 times status bonus on this of all setups. Alright. Buff. Buff. 190! Dang it, that's not as high as I was hoping. I'm just shy of it. I'd have to pick up some shards. I have to pick up some shards to get it that last little bit then. That's fine. Still. Enemies dying, dying, and there's the chain effect. It's disgusting. Where's that guy gone? I want to keep up with the Lone Guardian here. Because he's giving me such a strength boost, and that's nice. Madura, I could use Madura as well, but then that means I'm not on Xenoric. And I happen to be on that right now, so it is what it is. Oh, raw buff, 192%. But I didn't Xenoric this time. Why is it higher? Am I using? Oh, I'm using growing power. Okay, maybe I didn't have the growing power active at that time. Okay. So maybe that's why I'm missing. I need growing power as well. Then maybe I can hit the 200%. Oh, we've been spotted. Oh no! Whatever shall we do?
They know you're here. Prepare for sentient fighters.
Can two abilities from the same frame make 100% slow? As Zons pointed out, no, they're multiplicative. But you can get exceptionally slow. Like, hilariously slow. $202%! There we go! I did need to stack it with the growing power, that's what it was. 202% raw. Oh! This is just unfair. I don't even know how many procs these guys are getting when I get to full chaining. Ow. Let's re-up that.
Extraction is ready. Hiding Lua in the void risked the unfathomable. I fear we are seeing the consequences of that risk now.
There we go. Beautiful stuff. Where'd he go? This way. 915 kills. You think about making Demolists not move? I mean, getting them 90 or 95% slow is as good as not moving. If you can't kill them with them that slow, other parts of your build are the problem. Work on that. Nautilus sending the sentients back to Tau. Honestly, Nautilus could kill Wally. Let's be real about it. Nautilus could kill Wally. Wally would learn the definition of fear facing Nautilus Prime. Wally wishes he could have this amount of power. I mean, what have we seen him do? Create a few crawling hands, occasionally stick a few of them together and call it a new unit. Yawn. We took a spaceship captain's assistant and turned it into this. And if you don't think that's the tightest shit, I don't know what else to tell you. Alright. Oh, let's pop out of the mission. Demonstrated it works. Even here on Lua, we're at level what? 200? 195? 189? Yeah, I suppose it said up to 200 at this point. Point is, without going into endurance stupidity, this is where your missions are going to be sitting in a standard fare, and it just works. Am I going to make an updated guide on Nautilus? I've got the guide that I put out 8 months ago, and it's still correct. With the sole exception of de-nerfed it so it no longer crashes the game, you can see it's still working. It's still working. So, you don't need an updated one. There we are. 1,000 kills in 5 minutes is crazy. Yeah, it wasn't quite 5 minutes. It was like 6-ish to get that. 7. It says 8:22 there, but there was a bit of time at the setup and pause. But yes. Very, very nice. So, with that then, I can honestly say, Verglas Prime, worth it. Get that damage. Get that good stuff. It's beautiful, and it's one less former to set it up compared to the normal version, so that's nice too. That is nice too. With that, I think it's about time that we do a Platinum giveaway. If you haven't already grabbed yourselves a ticket for it, we're going to be doing the draw in just a second now, so exclamation mark ticket in the chat for a chance to win it. Doesn't matter if you're on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, or on mobile. Any of you can join in on that. It's one ticket per person. You don't even need to be a subscriber to the channel, although I like it if you are. Up to you. I know not everyone can afford to. What's the difference stat-wise from Verglas to Verglas Prime? Good question, actually. Let's have a look for you. Let's bring that up real quickly here. So, Verglas to Verglas Prime. It reloads quicker, so there's less downtime on your Sentinel. The base damage has had a pretty sizable increase. From 26 to 32, it only looks like plus 6 damage. But from a starting point of 26, that's a lot. That is 23% more damage straight up there, so that is nice. Jay Sharts, thank you very much for subscribing at Tier 1, joining in the channel proper with that lovely blue sub badge. Much appreciated, my dude. Thank you very much on that. The crit chance has gone up notably from 8 to 14%. The crit multiplier is up a little bit as well. Even the status is up a little bit. So pretty much everything of significance has gone up there. The only thing that hasn't moved is the fire rate. This is nice. This is really, really nice for an improvement overall. The weapon itself hasn't changed. It's just better. It is just better. So, yeah. That's a nice pickup. And if we have a look at Nautilus for the same consideration, there's no change mechanically, so it's just stats. The armor has doubled. And a little bit more, but no one really cares about that. The armor on Sentinels is kind of pants. The big deal is going from 250 to 350 shields, which means you can get it over 1200 shields with just the redirection mod. And as a result of that, you can get the full value out of Reinforced Bond on it, just like you can with Worm Prime. So that is brilliant. That one change makes Nautilus Prime a big deal. Because rather than being stuck with, I say stuck, but stuck with Worm Prime, if you want a Sentinel that also uses Reinforced Bond, that is a very defensive one. You can instead have a controlling one with Gordon. Very nice to have. Can Verglas Prime reach 50% crit without a Riven? I don't think there is any way to make that happen, no. I don't think so. Because the critical mods, I think there's only one non-conditional, or at least two, but they can't be stacked together. Because, yeah, Argon Scope, conditional. Point Strike, Critical Delay, they work together. Proton Jet, conditional. Galvanized Scope, conditional. Maybe Galvanized Scope would count if you are aiming and using it at the same time, but even if it did, that's just getting silly. So, yeah, you do need a Riven, and the Rivens for it are going to be stonkingly expensive. Well, not going to be, are stonkingly expensive. But that's fine. If you want to go down that road, you can. But there are other Sentinel weapons that can allow you to do that instead. Verglas is a status and damage dealer, rather than a crit booster, which is fine. Plenty manageable choice there. But if you want to spend the plat, you can have all your eggs in one basket. Have your cake and eat it. Anyway, that... what stats would you wish for on a Verglas Riven? Crit chance, crit damage, multi-shot. Straight up. If you're going to boost the crit chance, might as well boost the crit damage, and multi-shot is just god tier, so yes. And then a safe negative. Negative impact, why not? It's a non-impact weapon anyway, so easy win. Status and crit? I wouldn't go status, because you should already have a lot of status from the way you're modding the weapon. You should have enough of that already. So, I mean, you can. I think multi-shot is probably the better approach, because it's functionally more status, as well as more damage. Yeah, that's what I'd go for. But status chance still works. You just got CC, CD, SC, no negative? I mean, sell it. Dude. Quentin, let's put it this way. You could roll however many times to get the same 3 stats and a good negative, or you can sell it, buy an unrolled one, and start again from fresh, pocketing the platinum profit you've made. Think about it that way. Which one works for you better? What you've got there is damn near as good as it's going to get in any reasonable amount of Kuva. Even if you rolled better, if you're rolling on that Riven, you lose the very valuable roll to get an even more valuable roll. That doesn't make sense. Sell the very valuable, buy a not good roll, and start again if you really want to keep rolling. Yeah. Anyway, that is all for now. I could keep on going on about this. All y'all could keep on asking questions about it, but at some point I do actually need to be human and rest and all that stuff. I know, it's weird. Kenton is actually human. Surprise, surprise. So let's do this draw. Let's see then. 156 tickets today. My oh my, there are a few of you. Let's see then. Out of the 156 who have entered, who is going to be the winner of the Platinum? It is indeed going to be Leohart96. Leohart96, congratulations, you are the winner today of the Platinum giveaway. I'll be contacting you via Twitch DM shortly after the end of the stream. I'll need to get a hold of your Warframe username, platform, and your cross-save status. We'll get that Platinum sent on over to you. So make sure you do respond to that message within 24 hours. Have your DMs open, otherwise I can't send it. No, sorry Ali, I am in fact not an AI. Absolutely not. Kelton, thank you again for the bit. How many single bits have you done at this point? Is it on the leaderboard? Yes, you are in fact on the leaderboard with all of your single bits, Kelton. 27 of them this month. Fair do. Fair do indeed. Right. I think it's about time we raid, yeah? I think it's about time we raid. Who are we gonna raid on over to? And head away from just big old red kanji. Where can we raid today? Bill's got us a bunch of recommendations. We got Dimpy, Mactig, Zealous Fire, Ghoul, Dinos, Perception. Let's see. Let's have a look at our recent raids. Try and spread the love a bit there. So we've been to Gaz, Brozime, Mactix. Okay, so we've been to one on that list, so we'll rule that one out to spread the love a bit. Why not Dinos? Dinos is always a fun one to raid to. Dinos is always a fun one to raid into. Alright then, that is where we're going to wrap it up. Once again, just a reminder for those of you who've somehow missed it, I'm going to be doing a Sevagoth Prime Access giveaway, the full pack, like the really expensive one. That I'm going to be giving away on Friday's stream, which is going to be the Warframe stream, so do not miss that one. You will kick yourself if you miss it, honestly. But that is all we've got time for today. Thank you very much for joining in, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.